Graham Hilton holds the ball aloft to start the big clash here on the holiday Monday. Porter Baker gets the first touch. Quickly in there was Geneva, couldn't get the ball out, and the umpire has seen a free kick. It's going the way of Sturt, Jim Derrington. Umpires Campbell and Hilton in charge. Conditions ideal as Derrington boots the ball out towards the half-forward line. Walk takes the mark. On the half-forward line, might be too far out to score. Wind assisted. A gentle breeze going towards the lake end. Not a great deal in it. Short pass underway, and that's beautifully put. And Painter heads into the right forward pocket, and he's got a chance now from 35-40 metres out. Should score from here. Sturt have made some unusual moves. Check with Peter Marker in just a moment, but a lot of problems were occurring when McCarthy pulled out with an injured hand. It means they needed a new full back. We'll find out just in a moment who's playing there. As Painter heads off towards goal, he's just dragged it offline, and Sturt opened the scoring with a point.
Yes, and I note that Tim Evans has started in the forward pocket for Port Adelaide, and you wouldn't believe it, but Frank Spiel is standing him. David Reynolds started off in ruck for the Blues, so it's an unusual one. Craig up high for the spoil, and he thumps it to the line, and there'll be a throw in left half forward flank for the Blues. Smith is at centre half forward for Port Adelaide. Frost at centre half back for Sturt, so that's probably orthodox.
Kavanagh at fullback, the Blues.
Thanks, Ian. Trying to get the ball out in there was Delina, who tapped it forward. Here's another chance as the handball comes out to Klomp. Oh, he's dragged it right across his body. In fact, out of bounds on the full. A big chance for the Blues to open up with a goal, but they couldn't quite do it.
David Harvey came to meet Klomp, and made him hurry his kick, and he certainly did. He hurried it about 30 metres offline. Harrison has to go back to get the ball to boot it back into play. Can't believe the conditions. Turf looks in magnificent condition, overcast but fine. And the breeze, as I said, towards the lake end. Harrison now with the ball to edge the ball out of defence towards the half-back line. Baker's there with Reynolds. Quickly in Anderson, spoiled by Craig. Here's a chance. Derrington all runs into trouble from Leslie. Anderson takes the ball away, bolts, puts a long one to the half-forward line, setting himself there. Clouby, but a fine mark is taken by Whittlesey in defence. He boots the ball to the outer side. Moss Kenny's out there. With him is Boyd. Moss Kenny, Boyd couldn't get there. Winding his way through Walk. Gets it back. Painter can't get it out. Balled in there. Quickly now out towards the half-back line, and Boyd. Boyd towards the line. Over the top, Moss Kennedy, and the free kick is going the way of Russell Boyd.
Russell Boyd with a very low one, tries to find Laube. It doesn't. It, in fact, comes straight through to Borlase. Borlase it was, who gets the left foot kick forward, and it's Frank Spill coming out from the back pocket. Puts it over there to Whittlesey it is, but his kick is way offline. Harrison takes the mark, puts it out to Martin Leslie. He's in trouble, but he gets out of it. Up to half forward he goes. Across comes David Frost for the Blues. No support for him at that stage. Smith comes through, puts the handball out. A big chance now for Mark Tyler, but he can't pick the ball up. The umpire has indicated a free kick to Sturt, and it will be taken down there in the back pocket. 3.5 minutes in. The kick, a good one, and it finds Hogarth, Paul Hogarth. Hogarth goes to the outer side of the ground. That could be dangerous. Craig comes across. The man in front is interfered with. It's his free kick. He'll get 15 as well. He'll get plenty. That's Peter Heinrich against Rowan Smith. So Heinrich goes as long as he can. The kick not that good. Centre half back. A big punch away from Klomp late. I don't think it hit the ball. I think it hit someone's head. The big stack up of players there, and the umpire will bounce it at centre half forward for the Blues.
In attack, leading a point to Zilch. 4 minutes gone, first quarter. Baker thumps the ball clear. Out towards Moss Kenny. Lost the footy. Painter in there working for it. Boyd on the ground. Out goes Reynolds. Quickly now. Anderson got it out. A chance for them to come out of defence now through John Harvey. A long kick to the half-forward line. Frost is there for the Blues. Good mark. David Frost going back to kick long, and he can and does. A higher kick though. Half-forward line. Reynolds sets himself. Baker. Klomp in there as well. Derrington, Painter, back now Craig, puts out the pass. Wilmot in front of Harvey. Harvey thumps away. First back Harrison. He gets unloaded. Hogarth with a chance. He needs support from there. Worried all the way. Martin now, half-forward line. Puts in a long one, going in long, but just offline. And Sturt have their second point on the board. 5 minutes gone, 2 points to nothing.
Well, there's no doubt that he certainly is a danger man, Martin. Kicked quite a few goals this year, along with Walk. in the forward pocket. Been very productive for the Blues. They've got 2 points now, 5 minutes into this first quarter. Harvey sporting the new Guernsey there, number 22, goes to the outer side. Moskeny one hand. Phelps over there. Moskeny with good body work. There's nowhere to go with it. Got the handball out, but Smith couldn't get a kick, and it's out of bounds right forward flank there for Sturt. Moskeny in screen there. Reynolds and Baker. Surprise opening with Frank Spill going to the back pocket, standing Tim Evans. The whistle has gone. Play on, says the umpire. It came from Anderson initially. Got the handball out. The kick, not a good one. Craig got rid of it very quickly. The Blues in again. Clomps under the ball, but a good mark taken there by O'Brien. A fine mark, in fact, in defence. Michael O'Brien comes to grandstand side. The run's on. Harrison for Port Adelaide. Low trajectory kick. Across comes Reid in front of Borlase, or yes, in front of Borlase it was. Martin goes short. He finds Hogarth. He'll play on with it. Pretty good player, Hogarth. Tries to set it up for the Blues. Port Adelaide defenders everywhere. The handball is shot out. John Harvey with the chance. Moskeny can't stop him. Port Adelaide will come away.
Russell Boyd, a long kick to the half-forward line. Getting under it is Rowan Smith. Thumped away. Back towards Anderson. Centre wing. Rowan Smith. No, Ginniver first. Rowan Smith out there. Off goes Tim Evans. Fine pass. Good mark. And the Port Adelaide crowds give him a hero's welcome back into senior football. Evans plays on quick. Curtis in the pocket, unattended. Oh, he dropped a sitter. Dropped a sitter. Stephen Curtis never drops marks like this. Well, not usually. Big opportunity for Port Adelaide's first goal. Looks like his hair's a little shorter. Can't tell much underneath the helmet. Ginniver into the pocket. Hogarth there. Ginniver goes back inboard. Smith. Oh, he dropped another one. Two they've dropped. Rowan Smith. Port Adelaide fumbling. Anderson comes into the scene. He loses the footy. Quickly now Moskeny off the half-back line. Reynolds. Sturt into attack. Off goes Wilmot. Harvey's going to beat him there. Wilmot! Oh, fine mark. Used his strength. Outbodied Harvey on that occasion. Both charged to the football. And Wilmot has taken a fine mark 35 metres out. Will make the distance comfortably. 7.5 minutes gone. Kick underway. The Blues are on their way. First goal. 1-2. Port Adelaide Zilch. Top action on Sevens Big League.
Well, the Port Adelaide forward players made plenty of errors. The first to Curtis. Then there was a spilled handball between Borlase and Smith. Moskeny kicked it off the ground. They came away with it. Reynolds' kick up forward was a brilliant kick. It was a ground covering kick. And what a mark by Wilmot. Body strength and a lot of balance attached to that as he put Harvey away, and a fine kick at goal. Sturt 1-2. Port Adelaide yet to score.
Young Reynolds. David Reynolds in ruck. Frank Spill in the back pocket, as Peter told you, against Baker. Reynolds gets the tap away. Curtis got it out. Quickly now, Ginniver to the half-forward line. Darren Smith puts out the pass in front of Tyler. Half-volley this one. He'll need backup support. Worrying the ball all the way. He can't pick it up. Smith waiting for it to come out. Now he's got it. We'll go back to Tyler. Rowan Smith ought to get it next. The handball is on. Right forward pocket. Beautiful smother Reid. And the ball is forced out of play in the right forward pocket of Port Adelaide.
Oh, it's a good game of football here. Both sides desperate. Reid's lunge at the ball then was really superb. It had desperation with a capital D written all over it. Great to see Tim Evans back in that Port Adelaide lineup, and when he marked the ball a little while ago, the Port fans were quick to encourage him. Ginniver now playing it along the boundary line, and we'll see another throw in. In fact, when Tim Evans kicked the ball to Stephen Curtis, there was 620 games in experience between those two players. Tim Evans 313 and Curtis 307. As the ball's tapped to the line again. We'll see another throw in right half forward flank. A good fast opening to this game as Darren Smith in screen there will take the forward work against David Frost. Frank Spill hasn't had a touch of the ball in ruck yet as Smith drags the ball towards the line again. Gives Laube yet another chance. Comes back again to Ginniver. He's caught. Oh, great tackle there by David Frost, and he'll relieve for Sturt.
He's in the back pocket. Looking for leads. Off goes Reynolds at centre wing. That's the way the ball will go. The young fella's going to have to work hard. Good mark. Taken care of. Rowan Smith and David Baker came in hard, but the youngsters got the ball just the check side of centre wing. Second kick to Reynolds as he goes towards the half-forward line. Clompers over there. At the back was Smith. Curtis looking for support. Oh, Boyd wasn't awake to it. Painter took the ball away up towards Wilmot. With him is Harvey. Wilmot looks for support. Tried to get it to Martin. He's lost the footy. Down he goes again. And umpire Hilton will come in and bounce the ball. 10 minutes gone, first quarter. Top quarter to date. The Blues by 8 points. A bounce down centre half forward. Sturt still in attack. Baker gets it out towards the half forward line. Smith edged out now towards Curtis, looking for a running player. Rowan Smith, oh, he's under pressure. Sturt tackling quickly. Smith butters up again, gets the Shepherd that time. Boots towards Darren Smith, half forward line. Fine mark. Off goes Curtis, but he's going to put it in now towards Tyler and/or Evans. Tyler comes to meet the ball. He's under pressure too. Spills there. Now Paulay's looking for backup support. Jennifer, open goal. Brilliantly done. Porter away. First goal, Jennifer. Fourth kick. 1-2 the Blues. 1 goal, Port Adelaide.
Well, it was very well done, and Darren Smith with too much strength there against David Frost at centre half forward. He played it on quickly. Tyler was involved. Evans couldn't quite get to the ball. Laube and finally Ginniver. The handball came out. Tim Ginniver from that spot would not miss. And so Port Adelaide have got a good one. The breeze is probably favouring the end to which Sturt is going. That's the northern end. But Port Adelaide now a goal. Trail Sturt 1-2.
Reynolds against David Baker at the centre bounce. Baker in fine form at the moment, but he's beaten by Reynolds on that occasion. Michael O'Brien through to Boyd. Boyd fumbles again. He's got to work hard to get the ball back again, which he does. Comes out wide to Anderson. He's got a chance now to go into attack. Looking for a lead on the left leg. He'll come into Harrison. No, changed his mind. Darren Smith says, boot it over my head, but he didn't. He's got 1-2 hands to it. Can't complete it. Craig. Derrington, taken by Ginniver. Airy, Craig again, Derrington again, Moss Kenny, can't get it out. Anderson, out wide is Boyd, that's where the ball heads, fumbles again. Port Adelaide having a bad quarter up to date in that area. Quickly in goes Whittlesey. Over the top is Anderson, and Whittlesey gets the free kick at centre half back.
Whittlesey made his comeback game against South Adelaide at Football Park a couple of weeks back, and he played well that day. That's his third kick in this game. A good mark out there to Walk, who's a long way down from that forward pocket. Wilmot leads into the pocket now. He's got a big space there on Harvey. Wilmot won't get to the drop of the ball. Harvey thumps it away and then jumps on top of Wilmot. No free kick, and the umpire will ball it in. Right forward area there for Sturt, between the forward pocket and the right half forward flank. Matt Reynolds has played very well up to date. He's certainly maturing a lot as a footballer and as a ruckman, of course. 13 minutes into this first quarter, and it's been a very good quarter of football. Neither side is prepared to let the other get a break. Hogarth that was in there, finally kick around the corner, came from Darrington and it found Wilmot. Brilliant stuff, Wilmot. Well, when he's got front spot, you cannot get it off him. It's one of the best kicks in league football, Ian Wilmot. This is his second kick. No mistake about that one. That's his second goal. Sturt 2-2, Port Adelaide a goal.
Young Paul Hogarth is an interesting young man. Comes from Mildura. Very talented sportsman, top cricketer. Up in Mildura, he was appointed captain of a senior side at the age of 19 in front of some very experienced people. So obviously he's got a head on young shoulders as well. And he was the player that got the ball around the corner to the lead of Wilmot. And the Blues are now 2-2. Port Adelaide a goal. And we see up the back there, Milan Fletic, former Port Adelaide, West Torrens player who did a stint in the VFL.
With the hapless St Kilda, in fact, I think it was. Port Adelaide a goal, Sturt 2-2, and Sturt going with the breeze. Probably wouldn't be worth more than 2 goals, perhaps, at most. Baker and Reynolds. Reynolds gets very high, G can leap. Flomp it was who got the handball, but it was a Leslie kick to ball A's. Warren Smith, away they go now through Anderson. Craig's there to hold him up. The right boot of Anderson didn't get much distance as Craig breaks away to the outer side. Up goes Smith. Gave a free kick away into the back of his opponent, Russell Boyd. So it'll be a Boyd free kick, just the attack side of centre wing. Tim Evans in the pocket, Tyler at full forward, Frank Spiel in the back pocket. Evans gets to the front of the pack, can't take the mark. Frank Spiel thumps it away. Moskini is on centre wing or at half back. He puts it over the top to the running Painter. Smith will try and get it next. He does. Brilliant football, Sturt, as they go along the outer side of the ground. A chance for Wilmot. Great kick, Smith. Wilmot got it. Oh, that was superbly put by Smith. Right over the top of Harvey. And Wilmot's got a chance to bag his third. What a start. Wilmot from the square, slams it through. 3 goals Wilmot, Sturt 3-2, Port Adelaide 1 goal.
Sturt have certainly done their homework and made some interesting moves. It's difficult to pick up where they've got them all. Wouldn't be at all surprised if Neil Craig was playing just on young Lowby. He's in the centre square at the moment. Whittlesey looking for a player. Whether Craig at the moment was in the back pocket when he started that move out of defence, and it went along the outer side wing, and beautifully put, as Peter said, to Wilmot, who's proving a big headache for young Harvey. Sturt have got 3 goals, or to Wilmot in the first 16 minutes.
16 minutes in, Port Adelaide trailing by 14 points. Not a good bounce there, but Painter it was who touched the ball. Moskini couldn't pick it up. Comes out now to Reid. He's sat upon. Oh, well done. Rowan Smith, Evans. Well, Tim Evans has booted goals in the seconds. Anderson gives him a chance, but Tim Evans may just about get a goal from that spot. He's kicked plenty from there before. He can kick the ball a long way. Right into the square. No, just touched right on the line. Darren Smith is trying to indicate to the umpire that it was a goal, but Tim Evans didn't quite make the distance. 1-1 Port Adelaide, Sturt 3-2.
Yes, Donny Bills has been around a long time to not be in the right position for that one. Right on the line, touched on the last line of defence by Frost. Beautifully intercepted there by Boyd. Working the ball well, gets it over to Anderson. Try to get clear, lost the footy. They work in hard for the ball at the bottom of the pack. Is Whittlesey, I think. He's going to come up for air and get the free kick. Push in the back. Whittlesey from the half-back line. Gets a lead from Klomp. It's going in that direction. Leslie right back there with him. Thumps the ball clear. Smith against Bald. The running player on the outer side. Hogarth there. Quickly now to Painter. 40 metres out. Oh, he gives it to Wilmot. Harvey there. Wilmot again. Oh, he's killing him at the moment. Harvey seemed to be in position. Wilmot had to go back and get the football. Russell Ebert says, when will I move him? Thinking hard. Wilmot 20 metres out, right in front. Unbelievable mark, that one. Put it through for his 4 in 18 minutes as the Blues go to 4-2. Port Adelaide 1-1. Great action on Sevens big league.
Well, they certainly come along the outer side of the ground there brilliantly. Smith's been involved in both movements. When he got it to Painter, I had a feeling that Painter with his left boot might have gone for home, but he didn't. He brought it back. Wilmot took his 4th mark, and with his 4th kick, he booted his 4th goal. Fantastic effort. The move has been made. Harvey goes out to the back pocket, trying to pick it up, but maybe Phelps. Yes, it is Phelps. Jeffrey Phelps has gone to full back to look after the very, very dangerous Ian Wilmot.
At the centre bounce. Reynolds against David Baker. Sturt playing well in this first quarter. Baker thumps the ball to the half-forward lane. Borlase couldn't. Rowan Smith looking for running support. Try to get it out to centre wing and O'Brien. Rowan Smith again at the bottom of the pack, and the umpire will come in for the bounce. On the attacking corner of the square, Port Adelaide in attack and down by 19 points. Baker's tap, but it went straight to Dylina. Gets it out. Leslie. Smith. Darrington. Off goes Wilmot again. Phelps couldn't get there. Another mark. Oh, they are putting it on a threepenny bet. Lace out. Wilmot down. I didn't see what happened. Peter, can you help?
Yes, I think that he came over the top of him, Ian. I don't think that there was anything intentional there. I think he came over the top of Wilmot, may have caught him with a knee. Whatever it was, most unfortunate, I'd say. Definitely no intent there. He was just trying to spoil the ball away, Ian.
What a beautiful pass then from Darrington. I think it was Darrington on the lead. Wilmot up. Doesn't appear to be much the worse for wear. Phelps given the onerous task now of stopping the Sturt player. He's in full flight. Ian Wilmot, his 5th chance at goal. He's only 35, 40 metres out. The angle is evident. To the lake end. Coming back with the boot. No, just off line of point. Sturt 4-3, Port Adelaide 1-1.
Well, what a start. 5 marks, 5 kicks, 4 goals, 1. It's not good enough, Ian. You should have had 3 5s there. But what a start, and he certainly forced the move very quickly, although we note that Harvey's going to kick off for Port Adelaide. He brings it out towards Harrison. Martin thumps away. I wonder whether Harvey's been moved back. No, Phelps is going to come across now, and Harvey will go over to the pocket. But Harvey on Walk could be a problem too, because Walk's pretty nippy. Harvey won't really have the pace to go with him on the ground. So tactics are going to play a very important part in this game, and Phelps and Wilmot are giving each other plenty. Gee, just in screen there, the top right-hand corner of your screen. Oh, they won't do it for the camera. Away goes Darrington. Wilmot's gone back again. Hogarth's in the centre of the ground, or at centre half forward. Wilmot's led to the pocket. Hogarth says, I think I'll go this one alone. Wilmot put the hand up, couldn't take the mark, and there'll be a throw in right forward pocket. No, went out on the full.
Phelps, the penalty free kick from the back pocket. 21 minutes gone. Phelps looking for a lead. Hasn't got a lot long and nothing tall up there. O'Brien's going to have to fly for this one, or it will be Harvey. Rowan Smith off the half back line. He's well shepherded, almost lost the footy. Stephen Curtis, centre wing, puts out the pass to Darren Smith. Frost there with him, uses the body. Smith coming across Reed. Quickly in the action now, Borlase looking for support. Smith, he'll be run down if he doesn't get his kick away. Run down at the last moment. A chance for Dilita to clear. He's lost the football. Quickly back there, Heinrich, and he concedes the point. And Port Adelaide move on to 1-2. Sturt 4-3.
Good game of football here at Football Park. 4-3 to 1-2. I think that's the opening that Coach Kane wanted. Kavanagh puts it out to Frank Spiel, who has not touched the ball in ruck yet this quarter. He's got the job of looking after Tim Evans. There's plenty on this game. Central District snuck into the 5 with the draw against the Bulldogs, against South Adelaide on Saturday. And after this game, one of these sides will definitely be out of the 5. Baker, Ginniver, Painter used the body well. Or Reynolds couldn't pick it up. Plenty of players in there. It comes out to Smith. He's a strong player. Tyler there. Kavanagh couldn't mark the ball. Reed trying hard. He's caught with it. He gets one over the shoulder. Well, the umpire was right on the spot. You can't criticise him. He was 5 metres from it. So he obviously saw it. So Peter Reed will go to the outer side of the ground. He wants Whittlesey. Clomp from behind. Strong body work. Down went Boyd. Leslie picked it up. Used the left boot. Heinrich comes across. Couldn't get to the drop of the ball, but he backed up well. Spiel, Delina on centre wing, and there'll be a throw-in.
Lucky for Port Adelaide that the little pass was just offline. Sturt could have gone off again. Running down the outer side, they've attacked well through that flank. 4-3 to 1-2, the throw-in. It's left to Anderson and Reed to go for it. The big men not apparent. Painter smothered off the boot. Anderson, half-forward line, puts in a long one up towards half-forward line. Spiel over the top. Oh, what a fine mark. See, the big fella's doing it well. Although Evans has had a couple of kicks, this is his third now. Frank Spiel at centre half back. Drives long out towards centre wing. Darren Smith is out there. Reynolds, Baker over the top. Craig will be first there. No, Anderson has the pace. Has he kept the ball in play? No, the umpire said it'll be a throw-in.
Russell Johnston getting ready to come on the ground. If he does, he'll only have a couple of minutes before the break. And he would, in all probability, replace David Baker as Hogarth runs away with it to Moskeny. Moskeny, the lead on again. Wilmot, up he goes. He's got another one. I don't think this is not beyond him. He can boot the ball a long way. No, I thought 15 metres was on, but it's not. Jeffrey Phelps standing the mark. And I don't envy him his job today. Wilmot can certainly kick the distance. If he gets onto it, it'll go a mile. It has, but it swayed just offline, so I keep talking about his statistics. 6 marks, 6 kicks, 4 goals, 2 is still a pretty good performance.
I'll say that again. Harvey, Ginniver. Michael O'Brien with the run of the ball at centre wing if he can keep it in play. Watch him bolt now. Dilita's got a bit of pace. O'Brien has got more. Shoots for Tyler in the pocket. Oh, but it's well taken in front of Tyler by young Laube. Laube in the right forward pocket. Evans wants it in quickly while it's one-on-one. Spiel and Evans. Off goes Tim Evans. puts it up for that player. Spiel against Evans. Couldn't quite get there. Umpire said play on. Whittlesey. Heinrich. Half-back line. Sturt in command at the moment. Drives long towards the half-forward line. Reynolds cutting across. The big fellow can't get it. Quickly, Darryl Smith, the running player. Painter made a mistake with the hands. Curtis gets it to Anderson. Anderson under pressure. Centre wing, Moss Kenny. Anderson again. Around Moss Kenny. He'll get a long kick in. Goes for the lead of Smith. Smith will get the lead. Fine mark. Thought about Rowan Smith. Comes away on the left leg. Evans on the lead. Beautifully done. Gee, Evans has got a bit of zip in that pocket. Doing well at the moment. Puts it up now for Borlase and or O'Brien. Craig coming away. No pressure on him. Puts it out in front of Dylina. Dylina against O'Brien. Not Dylina on the half-back line. It is Hogarth and Ginniver. Ginniver in front. Player stack up. The umpire will bounce.
Todd Viney on the ground now for Sturt. He's gone into the forward pocket. And Russell Johnston is on, of course, just to replace Baker for the last 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter. In fact, we are a minute into time on now. The Smith dumps it away. Here's a big chance for the Magpies. O'Brien picks it up over the top. Far too far over the top, in fact, of Tyler, and Tyler pushes Heinrich through. So it's another point to Port Adelaide. 1-3 to the Blues, 4-4. Well, a top quarter of football and a big crowd here too. In fact, I'd say very close to 20,000. Big crowd. Kavanagh goes to the outer side. Boyd into the back of Moskeny. The free kick is given. Now Sturt will try to run it along the outside again. Whittlesey is being covered now by Anderson, so Moskeny is going to have to put it up high to centre half forward. Russell Johnston. The big chap goes up. Couldn't take the mark. Off hands. Viney in for his first grab. Gets the handball out. John Harvey taps it back towards Russell Johnston. He's under a lot of pressure. The umpire, in fact, now indicates a free kick, and it will go the way of Port Adelaide.
Taken by John Harvey, just the check side of centre wing. Off goes Darren Smith. Doesn't want that player, although he's coming back now towards the half-forward line. Smith in the action. Can't get the ball. Craig can. Craig can going around out of trouble. Joffa Martin on the lead at centre wing. With him is Harrison. Good tackle. That's holding the ball. Brilliantly done. Harrison at centre wing, right at the interchange gates to put Port Adelaide into attack. They're down by 19 points, 28 minutes gone. Off goes Borlase. Kick number 3, Harrison. Goes more towards centre half forward. Smith will get a leap. Big mark, Smith. Find one over the top there of Todd Viney. Smith is a great one-grab marker. Puts it out in front now of Evans and or Tyler. Evans doesn't get started. Ginniver thought about the handball. Dummies. Shoots for goal. That's all money. Second goal, Ginniver. Kick number 6. Into time on. Port Adelaide get their second goal. 2-3 to the Blues, 4-4.
Well, that was very well done. In fact, only 2 players have kicked goals today, Ginniver and Wilmot. But Evans was totally blanketed then by 2 Sturt defenders. It came off hands. Ginniver picked it up, and he was very cool under pressure. He thought about Rowan Smith, but then he saw that the goal was unattended, and he just ran it through. 2-3, Port Adelaide, Sturt 4-4.
Russell Johnson has replaced David Baker at the centre bounce. Goes against Reynolds, who's had a fine first quarter. This time it was Johnson who got it out. Anderson gets the crumbs. Rowan Smith's going to run himself into trouble, but he got it back to Anderson in the 1-2. High towards the pockets. Bill comes to meet it. Can't quite get there. Smith with a chance. Half forward line. Can't pick it up. Evans under pressure. Borlase no. Heinrich no. Anderson. Off goes Tyler. Anderson's going to have a shot. Puts it on its way. Umpire said it's going to be home. Oh, what a goal, Greg Anderson. 7th kick. First goal, and that is a brilliant goal.
Well, that's very, very hard to do, and a lot of players trying to get possession on the outer side of the ground in front of the scoreboard. Finally, Anderson got hold of it. Tyler went off on a lead. Anderson said, no, the goal square is unattended. I think I'll try and put this one through, and that's exactly what he did.
Top game of footy, 7 points to difference. The Blues in front. Moving up on 30 minutes. Reynolds gets up that extra centimetre to Martin. Curtis came out with the ball. Leslie almost got it away. Whittlesey now puts in a long one. Getting back on it. Harvey might not make it. Bounces through. Brilliant goal, Whittlesey. His first. The Blues answer the challenge. 5-4 to the Magpies, 3-3.
Well, I don't know that I've ever seen a quicker goal than that. It came out of the centre, and Whittlesey is a highly skilled player. Ran through half forward, saw that again that the goal square was unattended. That's happened a fair bit in this first quarter. He just set the ball up beautifully, and it rolled straight through. Fantastic football. Sturt 5-4, Port Adelaide 3-3.
Mervyn Kane, possibly not as happy as he was. Reynolds. Viney. A long kick by that player in towards Wilmot. Phelps there with him. Duck clear. First down will be balled. Can't handle it. One grab. He's under pressure. Lost the footy. Quickly now walk. Wilmot might have been holding the ball. The crowd thought so. Umpire unsympathetic. Down they go again. Leslie in trouble. Whoops, that ball's hard to get. Hogarth likewise. Walk. Smith shoots for goal, and he's offline for... No, it's out on the full. See, the umpire, Trevor Davison, had to make a bit of yardage there, but he got it, and it's out on the full.
Well, top football here. Tackling is like lightning. On the outer side of the ground there, neither player could get near it. Moskeny comes out towards Boyd. Past Whittlesey, Rowan Smith in like grease lightning. Handballs over the top of the head. Boyd over there again. Finally got the ball out. Did it well to Phelps. Phelps' kick is smothered. In comes John Painter. Painter's very, very skilled. Comes around onto that left boot. Wilmot darts off into the pocket. John Harvey in front. Off hands. Harvey again. The siren's gone though to end a brilliant quarter of football here at Football Park. And there's the star of the quarter. Wilmot, 4 goals in 1 quarter. Harvey taken off him, and Phelps put on him. And there's Tim Evans, who hasn't kicked a goal yet, but he's been in the play. Port Adelaide 3-3, Sturt 5-4. 13 points as we start the second quarter here at Football Park. The first quarter was brilliant. Wilmot booted 4, Ginniver got 2, and there were some fine passages of play. Port Adelaide run the ball there to half forward. Getting back on it is Delina. Delina shoves it out now towards Frost. Frost, known for his long kicking, brings it out to grandstand side. Hogarth is in front of Bald. Now Martin Leslie, handballs for the line, and it'll be thrown in just in front of the members' stand. Neil Craig may in fact be in the centre of the ground now in opposition to Anderson. Todd Viney came on midway through the first quarter. Smith puts it back towards Moskeny. Now Craig. He's a master at that back play, Craig. Centre half forward, Martin's there, but 2 grabs. Harrison, good mark. Plays it on, he heard the yell. Phelps, Curtis in the middle of the ground. He mishandled it a little bit early. Evans runs into the pocket. Spiel was too quick for him then. He got front spot off him. Evans very clever back to centre half forward. A chance there for Laube. Ball A's. Rowan Smith onto the left foot. Rowan Smith, it won't come around. In fact, it's floated out of bounds on the full.
The penalty kick will be taken, see in the back pocket, will be taken by Frost. I'd give him to him every time, the way he kicks the ball too. Baker, the back, Craig, Kavanagh, towards centre wing. John Harvey getting underneath the ball almost. Ball, Hogarth, Painter. Painter on the half forward line, puts out the pass, off goes Wilmot, getting back on it. Good mark, Harvey, and he's got the ball just inside the half back line. Puts the ball back to centre wing, but that's out of bounds on the full, and the free kick will go the way of Moskeny. Moskeny having an interesting tussle with Russell Boyd. His third kick as he screws it into the pocket. Hogarth is there, pushing back. Wilmot, gave it to Clonk, never in a position to get that. Lost the footy, gets it back again. Hogarth, puts out the handball, more in hope than anything else. Leslie through, joined by Harrison, hooks the ball back and finds Smith. Not a good kick in defence. Smith will go inboard, and he'll find on the half-forward line Todd Viney. Viney's only 35 metres out, should make the distance comfortably, although he's kicking into what breeze there is. His second kick, very talented young man. 5-4 to 3-3. 3 minutes into the second quarter. Viney towards the golf course end. Nice looking kick, floating across the face of goal, and he records Sturt's 5th point. 5-5 to 3-3.
David Harvey will in fact kick off, but Phelps, I think, is still at fullback on Wilmot. The move was made in the first quarter by coach Russell Ebert after Wilmot had booted 4 from 4 kicks. Harvey goes to the outer side of the ground to John Harvey, and he marks out there in front of Walk. He plays it on now to Harrison. Harrison just gets his kick in, Darren Smith, the man in front. 2 grabs. Didn't mark the ball. Viney comes away with it. Here's a chance now for Smith at half forward. And John Harvey holds him up. So it'll be Daryl Smith to put the Blues in. In fact, it's Craig who runs into centre half forward. It misses him. Reynolds picks it up. Martin. Oh, the handball missed Klomp. Klomp's got a space though as Hogarth shepherds for him. Klomp nowhere to go. Gets it back to Martin again. Kick off the side of the boot. Sees Phelps and Wilmot go for it. Phelps falls over. Wilmot picks it up. Hooks around with the left boot. But his accuracy has eluded him on that occasion. A point to Wilmot. 3-3 Port Adelaide. Sturt 5-6.
Looks like Craig is on Anderson, Peter. Gee, there's been some moves and it's very difficult to know who's playing where. But the ball goes on to the outer side flank there, and that's Harrison with the ball. Furthers the ball towards centre wing. Borlase couldn't, neither could Delina. Borlase again. The bottom of the packet appears to be Reed. In goes Curtis. Borlase, and the umpire will come in and bounce. Half forward line, the Blues in attack. Fine day for football. Crowd, I agree with Peter, starting to approach 20,000 people now. There's a handball came out now. Craig with a chance. Out goes Wilmot going towards that player. Oh, he's 5 metres clear. Beautifully put. Well, if he kicks 5 goals, he's equalled the score of any Sturt player against Port Adelaide at Football Park. And that's going back to Malcolm Greenslade's day. Rick Davies. Kick underway now, and he has got it. Goal number 5. We break that record, believe you me, before the day is finished. 5-6 or 6-6 to 3-3.
Well, I think Jeffrey Phelps made the mistake then of perhaps underestimating the Craig kick, which is a pretty silly thing to do because Wilmot got away from him. Phelps had the chance to bridge the gap, but the Craig kick was just too good. Wilmot marked it. He's booted his 5th. Sturt well in front now. In fact, they've doubled Port score.
Yes, Peter, they've got a 19-point advantage. Baker. Painter edges the ball out. Taken there by Leslie. A handball from Klomp. Went across now to Craig. He got it. Centre field. Oh, he's been upended. And the umpire said he's holding the ball. And the free kick goes the way of Port Adelaide. Taken by Ginniver. On the left leg goes to centre wing. Anderson is there. By Mark. Away from Hogarth. Looks for Rowan Smith with a handball. A little bit too far for him. He's going to have to work hard for this. Lost it. Try to get it back to Anderson. And Anderson fumbles the ball out of play.
Left half forward flank there for Port Adelaide, and they haven't really attacked this quarter. We're at 6 minutes now, and Sturt looking the goods. Darren Smith thumps it over to Curtis. He ducks the head. Be lucky to get out of that. Reynolds, Moskeny, Craig. Craig's positioning in the centre of the ground is perhaps a bit better than Anderson's. Oh, Painter just got one from Baker. I think it was accidental. Moskeny got his kick forward. David Harvey couldn't pick the ball up. Viney is holding the ball, says the umpire. The free kick will go to David Harvey. Derrington warming up. Baker. Russell Johnson has not given a lot of work by the Port Adelaide selectors, but slowly running into form. Leslie with a long handball to Harrison. Harrison's got a big space to move in. Evans belts off into the pocket, then comes back the other way. The big chap goes up, couldn't mark the ball. Whittlesey had it, then he put it down, then he got a push. Greg Whittlesey, a fine player. Moving up on 7 minutes now, 6 kicks to Greg Whittlesey. Taking a long time with this one. Not much out there for him. In fact, there's no height to aim for at all. Ginniver had 2 choices. O'Brien was his second. O'Brien puts the ball up, but he's way offline with that one. A number of times it's been kicked out on the full over there, Ian, indicates that, well, I don't know what it indicates. Perhaps the breeze is going in that direction.
Peter, there wasn't a lot of pressure on Michael O'Brien. Normally he kicks the ball better than that. Reynolds, second grab, half back line. Big fellow's done well, given the responsibility of first ruck as he kicks the ball towards centre wing. Out there is Painter against Curtis, or is it going to be not Painter? Out there it is that Delina? Delina goes to the half forward line to the lead of Klomp. That's well put. Klomp centre half forward today, but he's up at the centre when he's got the ball. Now looks for another lead. Game slowed down a bit in the second quarter. Couldn't keep up that pace, and John Harvey takes the ball in defence. Runs it to Harrison. Short is Laube and or Leslie. Leslie's the one that's chosen. Laube is allowed to play on, or is he? No, the umpire's paid the mark, and he's asking Laube to bring the ball back, and Leslie will get the mark on the half-back flank. It's his 5th kick. Off goes Smith towards that player. With him is Frost. Frost goes for the thump and puts it in the crowd.
Frost has got the height to do that. He's spoils very well, in fact, David Frost, and I think this year would perhaps be his most consistent for the Blues. Reynolds and Darren Smith. Reynolds put it straight down the throat of Hogarth. His kick was smothered. The ball comes out to Curtis. The running player out there is O'Brien. The lead is on from Evans. Evans couldn't get to it. Frank Spiel again. Too much pace. Moskini leads in the race for the ball. Who tripped who? Doesn't matter. Frank Spiel's got the ball and the umpire let him go. Evans trying to chase him but can't. Wilmot's in front. Couldn't mark the ball. Phelps is caught with it. David Baker there. Standing flat-footed. Leslie tries to run away with it. Ball intercepts and kicks clear for Port Adelaide. Smith blanketed by 2 players there. Borlée is very clever. The handball, though, was a fraction high. Curtis, Evans, Anderson. Anderson boots long, but again that kick floats away, and the Breeze must be doing things up there that we don't know much about from the commentary spot, Ian.
Well, Peter, even the flags don't know what it's all about either, because they're not fluttering. I tend to think Port Adelaide is just kicking poorly, and it's costing them at the moment. Anderson, fine mark. I thought Craig was on Anderson. Now I think he's on Rowan Smith, so I'll just give up trying to anticipate. Tyler thought about it. Anderson going back to kick long. Going in towards the lead of Evans. He's at the back of the pack. In the end, he had to spoil. Heinrich lets Whittlesey take it. He wobbles the ball back. An awkward one for Baker. Can't get there. Smith got a B-grade bounce. Baker dropped the footy. That's the way the umpire saw it. And he's giving a free kick to Darren Smith. Darryl Smith at centre wing. Puts it out towards Walk. With him, Harvey. He goes for the thump. That's David Harvey. Walk's got the footy, but he's not going anywhere with it. And umpire Hilton will come in to bounce. 6-6 to 3-3. I suppose we couldn't expect the pace of the first quarter to last right the game through. It's slowed down just a little at the moment, the tempo. Both teams battling for supremacy. Another pile up, and the umpire will rebounce the football.
Yeah, I thought David Baker was a fraction unlucky a little while ago. He may have tried to kick that ball, but the umpire didn't see it that way. Reynolds, who's doing a fine job in ruck. Baker put the left hand on it. John Harvey, Rowan Smith. Well, I thought he might have given it to Boyd then. But Rowan Smith's left foot kick hugs the boundary line. Hogarth has the bear hug applied. The Port Adelaide supporters say, how about one back? The umpire not interested. So it'll be Darren Smith against Frost. Port Adelaide a chance here. They've got players in front of the ball. Ginniver taps it off the ground. Anderson couldn't get the handball far enough to Smith, but he'll get a free kick. Darren Smith will push in the back. Boyd runs for him. Tyler leads. Evans stays back in the square. That's where the ball's going. Tim Evans and Frank Spiel. Frank Spiel just too tall for him. Comes off hands to Borlée. He's got nowhere to go. And the umpire says that's a throw. And a free kick will go to Kavanagh. Kavanagh in at full back, in fact, to Sturt on Tyler. Reynolds comes in late. The big chap looked like he was going to mark it, but he didn't. Comes out now to Boyd. Boyd hugs the line with that, but he's kicked it out on the full again. That must be a half a dozen to Port Adelaide, Ian, up that end.
At least I would think, Peter. That one under extreme pressure from Viney. Coming up to 12 minutes. Russell Johnson on the turf now for Port Adelaide. Giving Baker a spell, but it's Anderson who takes the mark. Free kicks at the moment. Sturt 18, Port Adelaide 11. Anderson, half-forward line. 10th kick. Goes in towards Borlée. Reid there with him. Thumps it to Curtis. Couldn't one grab it. Well done, Reid. Peter Reid shows a turn of pace. Kicks a long one to the half-forward line. Klomp is there with Leslie. Klomp out in front. He's only got one to beat. Shoots in towards goal. And he's just offline. Gee, Robert Klomp showed some pace there, Peter. I didn't believe he had that much.
He's a pretty fit man too, Ian. Saw him in at Channel 7 yesterday, and he's really to be congratulated the way he's kept himself right. Plays the game pretty hard, dude, as Robert Klomp. Leslie puts it out towards Borlée. Reid is right with that player. It's gone over again, and we'll see a throw in. Yes, it's pretty hard to know what Craig is doing. He may in fact be Port Adelaide have got a bit of an interchange deal through half forward with Rowan Smith, and he may be following those players as they come through half back. Hogarth got it out. Whittlesey back to Hogarth. Whittlesey again. They must like each other. In fact, Delina was the player that was running with Whittlesey. The umpire has found a free kick for Port Adelaide player being legged, and that's Martin Leslie. Leslie will come in towards Curtis. Good shepherding there by John Harvey, kept Daryl Smith away. Curtis will look for Boyd, but then he ignores him and decides to go straight down the centre, but Craig's going to eat that.
Now he appears he's playing in defence. Gives it across to Peter Heinrich. Martin out here at centre wing. With him is Boyd. Martin against Boyd. Boyd comes out with a foot. He lost his footing. Well done, Martin. Moss Kenny goes for the run through the half-back line. Tries to set it up. Hogarth, the shepherder, kicks long in towards the pocket. Walk up! Oh, what a big mark. Gee, gets up 3 centimetres. Painter gives him a lead. Ball's got to go get him. 1-on-1. Wilmot against Phelps. Kick number 3. Darrington on for Hogarth. Gee, Walk thinks he can make the distance. It's a nice looking kick, but it's going to go in short. Johnson back in defence, front spot. Beautifully up Painter! Oh, what brilliant skills! Tapped it nonchalantly off the pack, onto the boot without touching it. Sir Stanley Matthews, here I come. Kick number 8, goal 1. The Blues 7-7, Port Adelaide 3-3.
Well, what a great mark it was from Walk as he went right up over the top of Harvey. The kick was brilliant. Wilmot was sandwiched between 2 players, but when it came off hands, Painter had the presence of mind just to tap it down and kick it without it touching the ground. Brilliant football. Sturt looking good.
Are they ever? 28-point advantage now. Laube sends the Magpies into attack up towards Evans. Spiel there with him. Big leap by Tyler, not successful. Tried to get the ball out. It's bottled up. Frank Spiel wants a holding the ball decision. Umpire Hilton not interested and will bounce 30 metres out. The Magpies need a goal and they need it now. Nearly 16 minutes into the second quarter, down by 28 points. Smith got a kick away, but Heinrich is going to relieve if he can pick up the football. Moss Kenny joins that player, half-back line. Sturt come out of defence. Kick by Moss Kenny is going towards Reynolds. Neither can get it. Smith working the ball well, close to the line. The umpire said he's still in. Walk again, almost a half volley. Harvey, David type.
Puts it over towards Harrison. Harrison's got a big space to run in now. Boots the ball long, right into the open space. Evans has got a chance to run in. Taps it over towards O'Brien. O'Brien back on it now. Curtis will get that. He had it. Now he hasn't got it. Spiel kicks it off the ground. Painter, he just kicked a great goal, will get there first. Brilliantly done, Painter. It went past Martin, but he's got presence of mind to stand up and handball it to Craig. Craig's got plenty of time to move. Painter backs him up. Sturt playing brilliant football. Smith in front, couldn't quite mark it. Goes straight through Anderson. Backs it up well. Smith in fact doing good work. Anderson tries to kick it off the ground. Moskeny caught. He threw that ball. The umpire said play on. Russell Johnston. Now Greg Anderson onto that dangerous left boot. That'll go over the top of Tyler. Roll into the pocket. In fact, did it go out or didn't it? Finally it did, and there'll be a throw in left forward pocket there for Port Adelaide.
No method in attack the Magpies. Sturt has got it all at this stage, using the ball a lot better. But the number of the times the ball has gone out on the full or just out of bounds when they're attacking is costing them dearly. Geneva jammed it onto his boot quickly. Here's a chance, Evans! Well, the big fellow's got a real chance of kicking a goal here. He's only 15 metres out. It's his 4th kick. The first 3 he was just outside his distance. I wouldn't be at all surprised if he's playing full forward at the moment. Peter told you he started in the forward pocket. And the Port Adelaide champion has a chance now from ever so slight angle. Oh, he's hooked it a little bit, but he's nudged it through. Port Adelaide needed it. Tim Evans first. 4-3, the Magpies trail the Blues 7-7.
Well, I'd agree with Ian Day's comment. Not a lot of forward method there by Port Adelaide, but they slammed that one forward. Evans got a break on Spiel and kicked his first goal, but the move of Kane to put Spiel on Evans thus far has worked because Spiel is too tall and in fact too quick for Evans. Port Adelaide just in touch. 4-3 to Sturt, 7-7.
18 minutes gone. Johnson against Reynolds. Johnson is tapped, taken by Derrington. He couldn't get the kick away. Johnson out wide now to Boyd, caught on the left leg, hooked around the corner, coming across Frost. Good mark. Frost elects to play on, gets caught on his wrong foot, which is his right foot, and sends it back to Johnson. Johnson at centre wing, smothered beautifully Derrington. Derrington now looking to set it up, or it's a high kick. Wilmot charges to meet it. Right there with him is Phelps. Leslie through, lost it. David Harvey, loses it. Viney, brilliantly done. Gerald Smith, open goal, cannot miss. Lay down Mazaire. Brilliantly done, Todd Viney, set it up. Kick number 7, Smith, first goal. The Blues answer Port Adelaide's goal. 8-7, they lead to 4-3.
Well, all the Sturt players congratulating Jim Derrington for that, and he was the one that set it up. Great smother there on Russell Johnson. It did hurt him a bit. He was feeling the groin a little bit after that impact with the ball, but was brilliantly done by Todd Viney. He bodied his way through, got it out to Smith, who made no mistake on the run. 8-7 the Blues, Port Adelaide 4-3.
Russell Johnson on the turf now for Port Adelaide, the skipper in 1986. Yet to show his true form as Reynolds gets that tap away. Derrington, Delina, Plump, Painter with a chance now. He'll need support. Couldn't get a kick away. Leslie, sort of a kick. Geneva, likewise. Moss Kenny, Sturt into attack. Off goes Wilmot. Moss Kenny lost the footy. Tried to get it back again. He'll need help. Still handballing to himself. He's lost it now. Free kick. Oh, gee, he was a little lucky then. He had several chances to get rid of that ball. Chose not to. Lost it. And got the free kick, I think, for a push in the back. Lawson waiting to come into the action. It's Moss Kenny's 7th kick. 35-40 metres out. Could make the distance, although he's kicking into the breeze. Slight though it is. The kick is not going to make it, not coming back. Big leap there. Port Adelaide through Leslie. Geneva left it behind. Leslie back in again. Viney over the top, and the umpire will foul.
Sturt playing a very good game of football, and they do have a forward set up that is working. David Harvey coming off to be replaced by Mark Lawson. In fact, I thought that would be on because Harvey hasn't really got the pace to go with Walk. Boyd over the top. Rowan Smith now handballs to the line, and we'll see a throw in right half forward flank for the Blues. Port Adelaide trainer there ringing the changes as Curtis goes back, and Lawson comes in to pick a man up. Russell Johnson drags one over the top. It may be danger though for Port Adelaide. Martin hooks it around the corner. Wilmot getting back. Oh, didn't bounce through. Lawson back on Wilmot. Wilmot's a powerful man. Taps it through to Delina. Delina a chance to Viney, but couldn't quite find that player. Ball got it out. Geneva got the kick away. Russell Johnson marked it, put it over to Harvey. Port Adelaide out of trouble, but tell you what, that was close. Darren Smith now with too much pace there. Boots the ball up to half forward. Coming across Whittlesea. Oh, excuse me. Just missed. It's out of bounds, left half forward flank for Port Adelaide. Smith came off second best, in fact. Whittlesea just saw it coming. Fortunately for him, he would have landed outside the stadium. It was beautifully set up there. Darren Smith. Frost thumps the ball wide. Boyd. Looked a touch intentional to me.
I'd have to agree with you, Peter. Everybody could see it except the umpire, who was behind the pack. Smith in trouble. Gee, he's still limping, and quite noticeably now. With him is Frost. Smith still tried to grab the footy. Almost got a kick away. Geneva. Craig meets that player close to the line. Once more it's out of bounds. 8-7 to 4-3, almost 23 minutes gone. Smith looking a little bit more comfortable now as he's working out that injury. Frost or Smith got him underneath the footy. Painter still using the boot rather than the hands to pick the ball up. Craig kicks out long. Smith is out there. Harrison with him. Smith with a run of the ball behind the play. Harrison's going to run him down. Got the kick away. Well done, Harrison. Leslie. Well done. Bald. Needs support. John Harvey. Geneva. Thought about Russell Boyd. Off goes Curtis, but he goes to the half-forward line and ball A's. Struggling to get into the game at the moment, ball A's. Back to Laube. Laube puts it out wide. Out goes Evans. Can he get the distance? Tried to half-volley it. Spiel there. Rowan Smith quickly diving on the ball is Delina. Delina in the back pocket, covering plenty of ground from his centre wing. Fires it out to Craig on his lonesome centre half back. Painter gives him a lead, so too does Big Reynolds. That's the way he's going, but Russell Johnson cuts it off. The two big fellows lumber to it. Johnson does it well. Gives a running player out there now. O'Brien fires in towards Tyler. Tyler can't get there. Tried to give a handball away to Evans, but the ball finished out of play.
Tyler on hands and knees there, and certainly been Sturt's quarter. They've advanced 5-4 to 8-7, whereas Port Adelaide has booted the solitary goal. That was to Tim Evans about 5 minutes ago as Darrington takes it away from the pack. Screws the ball out there to centre wing. Russell Johnson comes across, backhands it towards Harrison, but it's Reynolds who has the presence of mind to get back on the ball, but it's gone out again. A big crowd here at Football Park, witnessing a top game of football on Sevens Big League. 24 minutes in, Sturt leading by 4 goals, 4, or 28 points. Darrington, the handball is stolen there by Johnston. Now Rowan Smith. Clever player, Rowan Smith. Evans on the lead, but Spiel has got the pace. Evans, good judgment. Taps it out towards Tyler. Ball A's now, left boot. Will that run through? No, it won't. It's a good effort though by Ball A's. Only a point. Port Adelaide 4-4, Sturt 8-7.
The Magpies have got to tackle the fumbles. Tim Evans had a chance then to mark the ball, but he got it on his chest. Looked like he had it, then lost it. They've got the fumbles, not one grabbing the ball at all well. Frost kicks in. A long one to the outer side. Out there it's Reynolds. Michael O'Brien. Reed's running support. Geneva 45 metres out. Pushed off. In there is Evans. Can't quite. Now Darren Smith, who needs support. Laube shoots for goal. Lost it. Back again. Here's a chance. Geneva shoots over his shoulder. Close to the line. Evans. He's got it. Plays on. Goal! Second goal, Tim Evans. Brilliantly done, big fellow. He must have been close to the line. Port Adelaide needed that goal. Into time on, they trail 5-4 to 8-7.
Well, the Magpies are virtually forcing the ball forward. It's about 6 players who touched the ball in a radius of about 30 metres then. Finally, the Geneva kick went high. It gave Evans the chance. He marked the ball. Had the presence of mind to play on straight away to avoid the angle shot. 5-4, Port Adelaide, Sturt 8-7.
At the centre bounce, Johnson against Reynolds. Into time on of the second quarter. Laube farmed it out to Leslie. Leslie, half forward line he goes. Rowan Smith can't pick it up. Heinrich. John Harvey. Rowan Smith close to the line. Anderson wants it, gets it. Left leg heaves a long one in towards full forward. Darren Smith there. Craig at the back. Second grab, fine mark. Neil Craig playing in defence now, or as Peter said, he might be following Rowan Smith, but it's pretty hard to determine where all these players are. Reynolds draws forward his own man. Plump got it out to Moss Kenny and turned Whittlesey. Long kick to the half forward line. Walk against Curtis. He was in centre field. Now he's in the back pocket. Walk there. Lawson could be playing centre for Port Adelaide when he was interchanged with Harvey. They might have recast. Just looking for Lawson. But it's definitely Stephen Curtis has gone to the back pocket.
Lawson has played a bit of centre this year for Port Adelaide in, so it could be on. Walk went for the tap against Johnson, or Johnson may have copped one in the nose by the look of it. And it's been in the wars in the last couple of years, Russell Johnston. We'll see another throw in right half forward flank for the Blues. Whittlesey or Viney may be in the centre for the Blues. Harrison, Leslie, Lawson, short, the lead is on. Tyler. He's in the centre of the ground. Port Adelaide would love another one before the break. Evans on a long lead, way out into that pocket, but Spiel is too quick for him. Gets in front, Johnson off. He's copped one that would appear to be in the region of the right eye. The ball comes back from O'Brien. Spiel with a long handball. Now Craig. Craig shoots another one out. Away they go. Delina it is. Puts a long one forward. Smith, Harrison. Curtis couldn't mark the ball. Darrington can't pick it up. Brilliantly done out there, Leslie. A handball not effective though. Walk it is. Wilmot on the lead. Too far for that player. Phelps took the mark. Takes off. The siren's gone though, and there's Russell Johnson in the coach's box there. It appears to be his right eye. Let's hope that it's not too serious. But at the half-time break here at Football Park, Sturt still leads 8-7 to Port Adelaide 5-4.
The second half of the big clash here at Football Park. Reynolds against Baker. Baker's first tap away towards Anderson. He lost the foot. He regains it well. The kick is not good. High towards centre wing. Craig looks for it. Thumped away from that player. A chance for Harrison and/or Leslie to clear. His kick is likewise. Gee, that's higher than it is long. Craig again under the sausage. Can't get it out. Delina. Derrington. Craig. Fumbly football, and the umpire will come into bounds.
8-7 Sturt, Port Adelaide 5-4, and certainly in that first half it was Ian Wilmot with 5 goals who tore the Port Adelaide defence apart. O'Brien, Smith tried to get a quick kick away. It was Painter again who kicked off the ground. I think he's done that 3 or 4 times today. Through goes Martin. Derrington's on the end of that. Kick a goal if he's good enough. The left foot moves straight through the centre. First goal from his 7th kick. Fine start to the third quarter by the Blues. 9-7, Port Adelaide 5-4.
Well, the Blues are starting off where they left before half-time. They're moving the ball better than Port Adelaide. Most certainly their grabbing of the ball has been once, not twice and 3 times by their Port Adelaide counterparts. On that occasion, it was Joffa Martin who was coming through the half-forward line, whipped it out. One grab to Derrington on his left leg through for his first. 5-4 to 9-7.
The Magpies will certainly have to improve considerably from this point. They don't seem to have a game plan at the moment. Big Baker puts the ball down straight to Rowan Smith. A quick floater up forward. Under the ball, not able to take the mark out there was Laube. It comes off the ground again. Delina, Reynolds, he's played a good game, Reynolds. Painter now, one of the best kickers of the ball in the league. Viney at half forward. 2 grabs, the umpire says over the shoulder. And I must say, a little bit lucky, Todd Viney, to get that one. Viney's 4th kick. He came onto the ground midway through the first quarter. Wilmot, strong body in front. Phelps behind. It comes off hands. Away Port Adelaide go again. Ginniver. Baker's at centre half back. Oh, I don't think Bald really needed that. Harrison now runs up to centre wing. Boots long. That's a good kick. Laube will let it go over the top if he can. But the power and pace of Frost, if he can pick it up. Oh, danger handball. Evans now on the ball, punches it out, but Spiel, very quick, puts the handball wide and Sturt out of trouble.
Through Heinrich, around Rowan Smith. Heinrich bouncing his way out of defence. Whittlesey, he'll need support. In the aid of, comes to his aid, Moss Kenny, through the centre line, a long kick up towards full forward. Leap there by Walk, not successful. Viney, good tackle, dropped the footy. In goes Curtis, asked to play on Bald. Leslie, half back line, puts out the pass. Borlays can't get it down, all Sturt. Craig and/or Whittlesey. Whittlesey boots to the half-forward line, didn't lift his eyes, and in defence it's taken by David Baker. He'll come out wide to Harrison. Half-back line. O'Brien off. And/or Russell Boyd. The handball now goes to O'Brien. He got it from Laube. O'Brien's got some pace. Heads off towards goal. Going to be close. Evans at the back, over the top of Spiel. And he knocks it through his own goal for the point. 5-5, Port Adelaide, 9-7 Sturt.
Well, that was a good movement forward by Port Adelaide. Frank Spiel, no doubt at full back now on Tim Evans, who's certainly at full forward. Tyler has moved to the pocket. Kavanagh is on that player. Up goes Rowan Smith. He's had a pretty good game, although he hasn't had as much effect with his kicks today. This is his 10th kick coming up. Lead into the pocket by Tyler. Smith finds him. Tyler on the half volley. Back towards Lawson. Lawson aiming for the free kick. Comes to Darren Smith. He was injured in the second quarter. Evans couldn't take the mark. Spiel, Derrington. Derrington casually walks across the line for another point to Port Adelaide. 5-6 to the Blues, 9-7.
Full marks to Frank Spiel. Evans has got a couple of goals, but then again he is a champion. But Spiel has done it well and shown a lot of pace. Rowan Smith one-handed. Clock. Oh, the handball is a shocker. Port Adelaide through Boyd. Back towards the half-forward line. Fine mark there, taken by Borlays. Not Borlays, Laube. He's got it 25 metres out in front. Only had 4 kicks. Not one of the little fellow's better games. 2 or 3 weeks ago, he was really in fine form with 4 goals against North Adelaide. Coming up to 5 minutes. Oh, his kick is a shocker. Out on the full, and Port Adelaide has suffered in front of the sticks all afternoon.
Gee, that was like my first kick in league football.
I called it.
Mine nearly went over my head. Laube can play better. The kick out from Frost. Good mark there, O'Brien. Darren Smith leads into centre half forward. Evans waits back. A big pack of players. Who's going to wait down? The ball comes to ground now. Rowan Smith. The kick is smothered. Ball A's tries to get it out. Here's a chance. Evans cannot pick it up. Cannot pick it up. Fell over, and the umpire's going to give him a free kick. Oh, a bit lucky. Although Frank Spill's not complaining too much, so perhaps there may have been some push in that. Evans, very capable player, as we all know, and he's certainly capable of booting this. I'd imagine he's probably booted about 70 goals from this spot. This is his 6th kick, so he's been in the game. Very deliberate. He's booted over 1,000 goals, Tim Evans. Lines it up. The ball coming around now. Superbly put. 3 goals, Tim Evans. Port Adelaide 6-6, Sturt 9-7.
Once again, Port Adelaide doing it the hard way. On that occasion, it came through the half-forward line. Rowan Smith had it smothered off the boot. Then Evans had a chance to grab it and give it back to Rowan Smith. He couldn't pick it up. You'd be the judge as to whether he was pushed in the back or not, irrespective. The umpire thought so. And Evans got his 3rd and Port Adelaide's 6th goal. They're down now by 19 points.
Well, can they keep keeping on, Port Adelaide? They'll need to. Sturt have got a game plan. Port Adelaide merely forcing the ball forward. Comes back to ball A's. Rowan Smith now. Here's a chance as they run through the centre. Anderson got it there from Boyd. The long kick from Anderson is a great kick. Oh, that's his 2nd goal, Greg Anderson, from his 14th kick. Port Adelaide getting closer. 7-6 to Sturt, 9-7.
Well, who needs method when you can boot a ball that far? Even then he looked awkward. Anderson's possibly never a pretty kick, but he's certainly effective and long. And he was given the ball there by Rowan Smith as he went through the half-forward line, and there was never any doubt what he was going to do with it. He was going to boot for home, and that's what he did. And now the sort of goals that can turn football matches.
Back to the centre. Can they keep going, Port Adelaide? Baker in the centre gets the benefit of that bounce. Michael O'Brien on centre wing. Can't pick it up. Wobbles a handball out. Through goes Reid. Now Delina. He avoids the tackle of Boyd. Moskini now will shoot wide. A chance there for Wilmot. Oh, he threw that ball away. Now Martin finally gets control. Turns onto the right boot. Hooks it back. That's a lovely looking kick. Who's holding on to who back there? Came off hands in any event. A point to the Blues. 9-8 to Port Adelaide 7-6.
He's a slippery man, Joffa Martin. Plays well. Curtis. Anderson against Reynolds and Baker. Ball. Can't pick it up. Delina. Balled again. Under pressure, and the umpire will come in to bounce. Port Adelaide down by 13 points at quarter time, 21 at half time. They've reduced that now to 14 points. Tapped away by Baker, taken beautifully by Hogarth. High to the half-forward line. Up goes Klomp, can't quite. Wilmot looks for somebody to help. Holding the ball, and it's Harrison, who's picked up a couple of nice tackles this afternoon to get free kicks. Or player down hurt. I don't know whether it is Wilmot or not. Martin it is. Craig under pressure. Rowan Smith, good handball. Darren Smith thought about Lawson, goes to the half-forward line. Laube almost play on. Lawson got it from ball A's. Next in line, Tyler under pressure, hooked around the corner. Great smother Whittlesey. And he bottles the ball up. I did mean Whittlesey. And he's down, and also Martin is down. It looks like a facial problem. Used to wear a skull cap too. The bounce down the right forward pocket. Smith, Geneva, couldn't get it out. Smith goes in it again. Reynolds there. Also Darren Smith, and the umpire will come in for the bounce.
Well, Port Adelaide's forward movement then was good, but the last handball just didn't... Tyler just didn't have enough time. Whittlesey, brilliant football. Martin's on his feet again. It comes back to ball A's. Laube now Clean bowled by that one. Away goes Sturt through Painter. Craig is way out in front of Lawson. Craig's got the pace. Lawson just gets to him now. Craig puts it deep into that pocket. Up goes Pomp, one-handed, gets back on it quickly, taps it back to Hogarth. Hogarth got rid of it like a hot potato, and the umpire said he threw it. The man that'll take the free kick is John Harvey. A throw called against Hogarth. John Harvey finds or tries to find a loose player in Ginniver, but it went over him. Moschini now runs through centre, evades the tackle very well, shoots out the handball. Derrington's a good kick of a ball normally, puts that one up, gives it a chance. In front though, it's Jeffrey Phelps. The umpire is going to pay the mark. Jeffrey Phelps just there in front of Ian Wilmot.
He might have got 15 metres for that. The umpire obviously didn't see it. Phelps comes out grandstand side. Anderson is there with O'Brien. Anderson too strong. Starting to come into the game strongly now. Short. Curtis, the running player, O'Brien. Centre field. O'Brien starts to bolt. Gives a chance. Ball Hayes could go back to O'Brien. Puts it up for Evans. Spiel against Evans. Spiel thumps away. Lowby first there. Nowhere to go. Puts out the pass now to Evans. Too far for the big fellow. He's got his own problem. Can't beat it. Spiel. Also, Ball Hayes. Taps it out. In they go. Sturt a chance to clear. Oh, take it away. Ball Hayes. Shoots the goal. Great every done. Oh, Sturt mistake. Ball Hayes made them pay. First goal. 8-6 the Magpies. 9-8 the Blues.
Well, I have on occasion seen teams out there with similar colours and similar designs on their Guernseys, but certainly Sturt and Port Adelaide Guernseys quite different. But under the pressure of the situation, it was young Heinrich who shot the handball out to Ball Hayes, and he said, "Thank you very much."
Centre bounce. Coming up to the 12-minute mark. Baker. Craig can't. Ball Hayes again. Viney too quick. Lost the football. Anderson tried to bottle it up with strength. Breaks clear, but in the meantime, umpire Hilton calls for a bounce. The game's starting to hot up. 8 points the difference. Port make their bid. Bounce down. The forward corner of the big centre square. Ginniver edges it to the half-forward line. Spiel trying to knock it away. Could move costly. Lawson. Oh, shoots for goal. Beautifully farmed out there by Lowby. Lawson on the left leg, not equal to the task, and Port Adelaide waste an opportunity.
Well, Tim Evans on his own in the square too. He asked the question, why not? Oh, big chance now, Sturt. Heinrich picks it up from the scrimmage. Away goes John Painter. He got past the tackle. Here's a chance now. Painter puts it over the top, looking for Smith. Harrison's down there. It comes off hands to Wilmot. He shoots the handball back. In goes Derrington. Can't pick the ball up. The Sturt player thrown out of the pack, and the umpire will bounce it. And he'll try and untangle that group of players here if he can. James Derrington at the bottom.
For some reason, Peter, Sturt not looking for Wilmot as much in this quarter.
No, I've noticed that, Ian, and I wonder why. He certainly did the job for them early. Here's a chance now. Hogarth floats the ball forward. Won't find the goals or the points. It'll find the boundary line though, and there'll be a throw in right forward pocket there for Sturt.
Look, somebody has made a mess of his Guernsey there at the back. The throw in over the top. Martin. Curtis a chance to clear. Oh, he's ridden into the ground. Must take the free kick. Curtis at full back. Started centre field. He's gone into the back pocket when Port Adelaide were forced to recast. Kick number 5 finds Harrison. Harrison is Leslie short. He chips out the pass to Leslie. Didn't gain a great deal, and Leslie's got it still inside the half-back line. Phelps gives him a lead. Going towards that player. Once again, Port Adelaide playing an unfamiliar style of football. Possession football. Short kicks, 20 metres at the most. Ball Hayes delete. Well, that's a great one. Ball Hayes at centre wing. It's taken them 4 kicks to get it that far. Plus 15 metres. 5th kick, Ball Hayes. Off goes Tyler. Nice mark. He's at centre half forward. Port Adelaide edging the ball into attack. Off goes Evans. With him is Spiel. Evans against Spiel. At the back now, John Harvey. He'll need support this way, that away. Slips the tackle well, drives towards goal. I think he's bundled it. Fine goal, John Harvey. Kick number 7. First goal, the Magpies one straight kick down, 9-7 to the Blues 9-8.
Well, that was brilliant football by Port Adelaide. As Coach Ebert looks on, they worked the ball right along grandstand side. John Harvey, what was he doing down there? Obviously following somebody. In fact, he doesn't appear to have a player now. Martin, I think, is his opponent generally. Yes, Martin coming back now.
Centre bounce, a bad one. In the end, it was Whittlesey who got the tap away to Klomp. Looking for running support, chips out the pass now to Martin and Harvey. One-on-one out there, and neither can get the ball. A throw in on the half-forward right flank. Sturt now with problems as the Magpies coming back strongly. Anderson. Russell Boyd. A long kick to the half-forward line. Smith by Mark. Smith has got it, centre half-forward. Could just make the distance. Waiting for a lead from Evans. Kick number 12. Players going every way. Smith now going back to kick long. Not going to make the distance. Evans has got to leap at it with Spiel. Evans did it easily. Use strength against Spiel. Spiel doesn't like it. Asking umpire Campbell the question. Most upset about the decision, but Evans, it seemed to be a good body clash there. Evans the stronger. As Sturt make a change, Andrew Underwood on. But the hopes of the Magpie camp squarely on their champion number 5. 7th kick. This could put them in front. Down by a point. Evans, I think he touched off the boot. Hit the woodwork in any case. He's going to get 1 point for that. And he's tied up the ball game. 9-8, both teams.
Well, everything went wrong with that kick, but it was really superior judgment that got Evans the mark. He read the ball better than Frank Spiel. As Spiel goes to the outer side of the ground. Off hands now, Hogarth. In fact, Heinrich it is. Boots it in towards centre half forward. Viney went straight under the ball. Darryl Smith breaks through. Puts it into the pocket. Wilmot's in front and he takes the mark. Well, this kick will test him. If he can boot a goal from here, he really knows what he's doing. He's kicked 5, 4 in the first quarter, 1 in the second. The elements against him that end as he puts the ball high. Oh, what a great kick. Wilmot's now kicked more goals against Port Adelaide at Football Park than any other Sturt player. 6 goals to Wilmot, 10-8 the Blues, Port Adelaide 9-8.
Well, as we mentioned, they weren't looking for him in the second quarter and at the start of this third quarter. But on that occasion, when Smith got the ball on the half-forward line, he put out a beautiful pass right out in front of Wilmot, where he could use his pace to get there first. And he booted his 6, and they lead by 6 points.
Reynolds and Baker now to do battle in the centre of the ground, and the game really hotting up as a contest. Only a goal in it, the Blues leading. Away goes Anderson, superior body strength, but a free kick is going to go back to Ginniver. Well, he was being held on to, one might ask. Is Port Adelaide being inconvenienced? Ginniver now, Evans gets front spot, Spiel thumps the ball away. Darren Smith, Delina. Darren Smith kept his eyes on the ball. Craig comes away with it. The handball is to Heinrich. And Heinrich will go wide towards Painter. Painter and Boyd. Oh, great mark, Boyd. Painter did everything to stop him, but it couldn't. Martin Leslie missed Harvey. Found Heinrich. Unintentionally, of course. Heinrich puts it up to half forward. Bald and Viney. Bald marked the ball, but it was already out of bounds. So it's his free kick in any event. Ginniver short. Ball went too close then and had to hook the ball high. Baker mishandles. Painter, very, very greasy. Wilmot on a lead. Painter will try and find him over the top of that player. Smith can't pick it up. Port Adelaide players desperate there in defence. The umpire will say, give it to me, I want to bounce it.
10-8 plays, 9-8, coming up on 20 minutes. Only about 30 metres out from the Sturt goal. Reynolds against Baker. Reynolds tapped beautifully to Smith. Hooks towards goal and he's just offline for the minus score. It was a beautiful tap. And the way the young fellow has taken over the responsibility of playing against informed David Baker while Spill is on Tim Evans has been fine for Sturt. Kicking is for the lead of O'Brien. With him is Delina O'Brien, good mark, but he's gone down to the half-back flank to get it, to edge Port Adelaide out of defence. Nice looking kick. Laube there in front. Will see a chance. He's going to get run down. Great tackle by John Harvey, and he's an expert at that. Michael O'Brien to the half-forward line. Rowan Smith in the action. Gets a B-grade bounce. Through goes Frost. In trouble from Anderson. Bottles the ball up, and the umpire will bounce between wing and centre. 10-9 plays 9-8.
Anderson, a key figure for Port Adelaide again. He's had 15 kicks, and he boots the ball so long. Very penetrating. Painter wobbles one forward. Harrison behind. Smith in front. Leslie roves the ball. Brings it out towards Anderson. It's very well done, Leslie. A very controlled kick. The Port Adelaide players stream into the forward line now as Anderson goes back. Brings it out towards Borlase. Port Adelaide supporters want a free kick, but it's not there. I feel a bit sorry for Reed's head. It was under the boot of Borlase then. But he appears to be all right. Darren Smith hooks it down, and we'll see a throw in right half forward flank for Port Adelaide. Smith seems to have recovered. He was limping in that second quarter. Anderson snared the ball, got it out to O'Brien. O'Brien's lifted, brings the ball in long. There won't be any Port Adelaide player back there. Frank Spiel gets back, he'll have to mark the ball. Evans! Oh, he's been at his fourth goal. Spiel made the error with the hands. Evans pounced on it, booted his fourth. Port Adelaide now 10-8 to Sturt, 10-9.
Yes, Michael O'Brien then just kicked the ball in towards the attacking division. I don't think there was any real thought in his mind other than to kick a goal, because it was well over Evans' head. Spiel got back there first. He tried to take the mark rather than control the ball, and he misread it completely, and Evans got a gimme goal. Port Adelaide down by a point. 10-8 plays 10-9.
Big crowd at Football Park. 20,000 people moving up on 22 minutes now. Comes out. Reed. The handball is to Heinrich. Heinrich appears to have that left ankle bandaged as Neil Craig gets it on grandstand side. Well, I suppose it's got to happen to anybody in their league career. Right off the side of the old boot then as Anderson puts it straight back. Darren Smith under the ball. It comes off hands again. Laube, brilliantly done, Laube. Rowan Smith. He is a brilliant footballer. That's his first goal from his 12th kick. Port Adelaide in front. 11-8 to Sturt, 10-9.
Port Adelaide is starting to do the hard work now, and led by one of the smallest players on the field, Dale Laube. He was the person that got in the bottom of the pack to get it out to Rowan Smith, and you don't give this fellow more than 2 metres start, and it's brilliant the way that he can grab the ball and get it onto his boot so accurately, kicks away, and he booted his first, and the Magpies lead by 5 points.
The Magpies' superior strength starting to tell now with Darren Smith at centre half forward and Evans at full forward, plus Big Baker starting to get on top in ruck. Geneva shot the handball out. Borlase dives on it. The handball comes out again to Lawson. Oh, Evans is on his own. He's a mile out in front. Oh, the kick was spot on. Evans would have loved that one. Players congratulating Lawson. Mervyn Kane has got problems for the first time in the match. Port Adelaide making a strong bid now. Evans getting on top of Spiel. This is his 9th kick. He's booted 4. He's now booted 5 goals, Tim Evans. Port Adelaide, 12-8, leads Sturt, 10-9.
Yes, I think Mervyn Kane's going to make a move. I don't know whether I see the runner out on the ground now. No, that's the Port Adelaide runner. But Port starting to win the big centre square. They're getting it away. And, of course, Evans led into the open space there and had plenty of room, and Lawson put it to him lace out, and he booted his 5th. He's starting to gain in confidence, and Port Adelaide have had a brilliant quarter. They have kicked 7 goals for the Sturt's 2-1.
Back to the centre, and they've met 17 times here at Football Park. Port has won 11, Sturt 5, 1 draw. Anything possible in this match, but Sturt are still under a bit of pressure, and they've got to find some free running players through half forward and try to set Wilmot up, because Wilmot has shown that he's the guy that's capable of giving him a victory if they can get it to him often enough. John Painter No one to kick it to. He had to handball it to Moskeny. He doubles back, comes out the back door now, floats one up to centre half forward. Klopp there uses the body. Thumping it away there is Hogarth. Port Adelaide will come clear. Harrison, Anderson wants it. Harrison puts it out in front of Anderson. He's got the run. Derrington jumps on the top of O'Brien. Anderson shoots it up forward. Darren Smith thumping away though is Frost. And there'll be a throw in right half forward flank there for Port Adelaide.
Yes, the Blues haven't got their early ascendancy moving the ball. Port Adelaide have tightened their game all over. And they're starting to lack the confidence as Port Adelaide make their bid. What a turnaround. They were 21 down at the start of this quarter. They're now 11 up, a turnaround of 42 points. Rowan Smith. That's high, wide and well out of bounds. Frank Spiel in the back pocket to edge the Blues out of defence. Into time on of this third quarter. Very important time for Sturt. They've got to hang on. Geneva got the handball to Borlase. He's never in a position to accept it. And umpire Cameron will come into bounce. Inside the half-forward line. A couple of goals to Port Adelaide now in the time-on period would be a very handy platform for the last quarter. Galena. Viney. Painter if it sits. Couldn't get it one grab. Traps it well second time. Now Craig. Sturt don't seem to have any forwards. There's only one in position, and that's Klomp, and he's got problems with Leslie. Beats that player, but I don't know where he's going after here. In fact, Leslie's going to take it off him, trying to get rid of the ball, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Yes, and the move's been made. Frank Spiel into ruck. It would appear that Reid has gone to full back on Tim Evans. Frost staying with Smith at centre half back, and Frank Spiel in ruck, and he's just playing a kick behind the game at the moment. Ball comes out, the tackle's on. Plenty of players there as Underwood gets it out. Painter again, he goes for home. Can Reynolds take the mark? He gets back and he does. Oh, good body work. And this is a most important shot at goal for the Blues. And the young Sturt ruckman under plenty of pressure. It's fifth kick now. And a vital one. Oh, he doesn't let them down. That's dead centre. Painter again involved in forward movements for Sturt. Sturt 11-9, Port Adelaide 12-8.
It was a timely move by Coach Kane. Of course, he's got the added advantage now of having a two-pronged attack. Wilmot, who blitzed Port Adelaide in the first quarter, and he's managed to kick one in the third as well. But now they've got the added advantage of Reynolds down there for the ball coming in high, whereas Wilmot was earning his kicks before with the leading. But Sturt needed a change. Kane has made it, and he got a goal with it.
Frank Spiel now in ruck for the Blues. Could this be the man to lift them? They trail by only 5 points. Spiel up, couldn't get near that one. Anderson got it, but his kick missed, but the boot missed the ball. Comes back to Baker now, and he's got time to turn around and put the ball to half forward. Whittlesey spoiled. Viney. He went the wrong way and confused everybody. Shot out a brilliant handball there to Galena. Galena with a lot of pace, puts it up now. Oh, the kick falling short. Oh. The mistake down there is the mark not taken by the Port Adelaide defence. Hogarth got it to Klopp. Klopp's kick is through for a point. Not an easy one.
The idea was brilliant, but Klopp not equal to the task. Russell Johnson coming back into the game. He left with a facial injury during that second quarter. Kick in by Harvey. Good mark. Russell Boyd, he's at centre half back. He could get 15 metres out of this as well. Heinrich playing funny fellas with the ball. Russell Boyd now from centre half back. Well, the kick is not all that long. Spiel thumped away. Heinrich, Spiel thrown out there towards centre wing and O'Brien. I think it was probably Viney who got it out. But David Harvey warming up to come back on. Ball is going to leave us for the moment. Smith, Spiel, well done. Painter couldn't get a kick away. He did it the second attempt. Gave it to Smith, took the mark, and the umpire said he can go back. I thought he was off too, so did most of the crowd. Or at least he thought about the handball to Painter going past, but Smith now has got the choice of having a long kick. Kick number 11, he screws a long one in towards Wilmot. Reynolds there as well at the back of the pack. In front quickly now, Hogarth hooks back. The umpire starting to gallop, and that's going to be well offline. But Sturt nudged their 11th point. 11-11 to Port Adelaide, 12-8.
Been a big quarter for Port Adelaide. They've kicked 6 goals, in fact 7 goals for. Painter off the top of the pack. Another chance for Sturt. Through goes Smith. Wilmot's behind the pack. He can't get a run at the ball at all. A chance there for Curtis. He gives it over there to Martin Leslie. Ginniver's on the end of that. And short possession football, Port Adelaide, and they're doing it very well. 30 minutes gone in the third quarter. O'Brien again. Darren Smith thumping away though was Frost. Darrington couldn't get boot to ball. He kicks off the ground now. Rowan Smith. As slippery as they come, the umpire will bounce it. Not much time left. In fact, the siren has gone now to end the third quarter, setting it up for a big last quarter here at Football Park. Port Adelaide 12-8 to the Blues 11-11. As we commence the last quarter of this Queen's Birthday clash here at Football Park, it's been a tremendous game of football. Frank Spill finally in ruck. He was only moved there late in the third quarter after spending most of the day at fullback or in the back pocket on Tim Evans. In fact, Sturt made quite a few moves early in the game to try to counter some of the Port strengths. And they did it too for 2.5 quarters, but Port Adelaide certainly got back into the game with a brilliant 7-goal third quarter. Painter tried to kick off the ground. He's done that a lot today. The kick from Harrison only found David Frost at centre-half back. Smith and Frost have had a good tussle. I think the honours just slightly with Darren Smith. Craig's got the ball now between centre wing and left half forward flank. This is his 13th kick as he puts it high. That's a hard one for the forwards. Back goes Harvey. He started on Wilmot, Harvey. Wilmot booted 4 goals and Harvey was moved. Phelps was then given the job. Port Adelaide come clear. Boyd tries to keep the ball in. He does, but only to give Viney the chance. Viney put the ball out, showed it to Harvey, then lost it. Got the handball wide now. Underwood, whoa, excuse me. Brilliantly done, Underwood. Hogarth picked it up, put it straight through the centre. First goal to Hogarth. Sturt in front now, 12-11 to Port Adelaide, 12-8.
Poor Todd Viney thought you'd overdone it. So did a lot of other people here, especially when you lost it. The fade was beautiful. And then when you put Underwood under that pressure, gee, do you think he had to get rid of that in a hurry? But he did it well, brilliantly to Hogarth. And the little Mildura Rover fired it through, and he's put the Blues back in front. Kick number 11, goal number 1, 12-11, plays 12-8.
Well, a real contest here at Football Park. Baker in ruck. Russell Johnson hasn't been on the ground for too long. Baker got that down. Rowan Smith, very slick, brilliantly done. Lawson now puts it wide. Lowby races into the pocket. Whittlesee's right with him. Lowby gets around Whittlesea, and that's no mean feat. Back it comes. Ball A's. Evans. Evans has booted 5. Reed's back on him now, though. Heinrich to Craig. Sturt out of trouble now through Derrington. He puts it over the top. The running player out here is Viney. Away he comes again. Baker put Derrington down. Viney goes short. The lead is on from Wilmot. He's got it at centre-half forward. Clomp, Leslie. Pirouette Leslie. Shoots it wide to Lawson. Lawson, in fact, has got Michael O'Brien out on centre wing. He aims for that player, and O'Brien takes the mark.
Under a lot of pressure. Sturt have just got the edge over Port Adelaide in close finishes, 13-11, and it's going to be a close one for sure as they drive Port Adelaide up to the half-forward right flank, but the ball goes out of play in that spot. 12-11 to 12-8. A magnificent quarter by Port Adelaide in that third quarter. A 21-point deficit into a 3-point advantage. Big turnaround on the game. Darren Smith. Painter gives a chance down to the running Heinrich off the half-back line. The Blues go long to the half-forward line. Fine marking defence, Curtis, and he's got it at centre-half-back. Swings it out to Harrison. He's got Baker there if he needs him, and the big fellow lumbers off at centre wing. Or the kick is an awkward one. Made Rowan Smith work hard for it. This way, duck back that way, or the handball wasn't good. A chance now for Frost to clear. He lost the footy. And the umpire's going to give him a free kick for hanging on. Rowan Smith, or Darren Smith, not at all impressed by the decision. David Frost short to Painter. Got to get it on the half volley. Boy, worked hard there, Moss Kenny, well done. Kavanagh now short to the half forward line, getting back on it. Harvey couldn't. Curtis can. Whips out a fine one to Lawson. Makes a metre. Gets himself into trouble. The handball away is not all that good. Back towards centre. Ginniver through. He needs support. Gets it now. Quickly from Lowby. Lowby in long, but it's all Whittlesea. Oh, he dropped the sitter. Evans came out with a footy, lost it to Reed. Reed in turn Frost. Down goes the Sturt player, and Frost can run it out of defence. Kicks long, it's all Sturt on the half-forward line. Over there's Delina. He gives it to Craig. Craig half-forward line, a long one over now to Smith. Smith needs support. Thought about Craig back again, puts out Hogarth. Not a good one. And John Harvey saves the day for Port Adelaide.
Well, top game of football here at headquarters as Harvey is given 15 metres advantage. Boots long out of defence. Darren Smith down from centre half forward, and he really is a one-grab player. The running player O'Brien, who has been impressive today. Borlase can't run through. Ginniver does. Back to Smith. Smith around the corner for Tyler. Tyler has it thumped away. Painter on the rebound. Oh, beautiful kick, Painter. What a great kick to find Frank Spiel. 5 minutes in, he's got Delina free. Delina a chance now. He can run with it. Away he goes. He'll kick long Delina to centre half forward. Wilmot comes in late. Pushes Curtis over. A chance now for Underwood. He kicks around the corner. That's a brilliant kick. And he's got a goal with it. He knew it too. Great goal, Underwood. His first goal. Port Adelaide 12-8. Sturt 13-11.
Well, what a brilliant dash. And what a goal. He was under pressure, running away from the line of flight of the goals. He hooked it back and it was a floating punt kick. It looked like it was going through the middle. Then it started to fade away. The umpire went with it, but indicated that Underwood has sneaked it through. And Sturt eke out a 9-point lead, 13-11 to 12-8, 6 minutes into the final quarter.
Well, can Port Adelaide come back now? Plenty of time left, of course, as Lauby goes through. Wobbles the ball out. Whittlesey now got it wide to Viney. Craig takes the Viney handball. Craig usually sets them up. Smith there at half forward, can't mark the ball. Off hands it comes. Harrison ran over the top of it, and it rolls out of bounds, and there'll be a throw in. Right half forward flank. Well, the spot in the 5 is the prize for the winner of this game, as Russell Johnston gets ready to come back on. The Port Adelaide runner having a chat to Greg Anderson there. Leslie, Curtis, John Harvey, Lawson. Anderson wanted it. Lawson goes short. That was well put. Tyler. Kavanagh will have to come way back on the mark. Evans wants it in long. Tyler gives him a chance. Evans runs into that open space. He won't get near the drop of that as Heinrich doubles back, kicks freely. Derrington's in the centre and he'll mark the ball. In hot pursuit there is Curtis. Craig now doing great work for the Blues. Doubles back, thinks about it. Forced to have a quick kick, but it's marked by Harvey.
Harvey from centre half back, all Port Adelaide there. Ginniver and or Borlase, back to Ginniver. Ginniver back to Borlase in the 1-2. Oh, he put it down. That should be holding the ball. The umpire said no, play on. Now it's quickly Tyler. He's gone too. The umpire still letting the ball go on. Kavanagh. And finally he'll come into bounce. It would appear to me that Borlase put the ball on the ground then when he was tackled. The umpire didn't agree. 13-11 plays 12-8. Half forward line bounce down. Spiel in there. Back knocks it. Over now towards Delina. Delina to the half forward line. 2-on-1 in favour of Port Adelaide back there. It's Leslie who comes away with the football. Kicks long for Port Adelaide. Back to the half forward line. Spiel up and takes the easy defensive mark. Spiel, gave it away to a teammate there in Hogarth. Whittlesey. Now Frost. Craig. Centre half back out wide to Underwood. Underwood's going to have to work hard for this one. With him is John Harvey, 1-on-1. No one else within 20 metres. Harvey, well done. Flips back a handball. Russell Boyd. Half back flank. Fine pass. Finds on the half forward line. Tyler goes infield. Ginniver. Rowan Smith wants it. He goes now for Darren Smith. Frost late on the scene. Good mark, Smith. Darren Smith might be too far out to score. Kick number 14, Darren Smith. Out comes Evans in front, thumped away from him. Here's a chance now, Borlase! Oh, gee, what a chance he had. Couldn't get it through the big wide uprights. And he nudges a point for Port Adelaide. 12-9 to Sturt, 13-11.
A brilliant game of football here, and Borlase is a slippery player. Couldn't quite find the goal opening there as Moskeny brings it out for the Blues. Big punch away there, sees Ginniver take the spoils. He goes short. Oh, that's well put to Borlase. Borlase at centre-half forward now. He's kicked a lot of points, in fact, in recent weeks, Darryl Borlase. This is his 7th kick. See what he can do from a standing start. Nice looking kick right to the square. Evans uses the body. Tim Evans can't mark the ball. Lowby off hands, kicks it off the ground and misses. Oh, not by much though. Seen a lot of soccering today, Ian, particularly from Painter. He's kicked off the ground a great deal.
One of those goals, Peter, was magnificent, no question about that. Whittlesey out to Peter Heinrich. It's a good mark. Flanked out there by Darrington. The running Delina. If the ball sits for him, it does. He can beetle this young lad. Drives long to the half-forward line. Clompers there. Reynolds. Thump clear. Smith couldn't. Taken away by Leslie. Now it's Port Adelaide's turn to run it. Anderson, the kick off the side of the boot, or is it? Out towards Boyd. Quickly up there. Fine mark Boyd. Boyd at centre wing. He's been asked to play on. Back to Anderson. Centre field. Goes with a long one, but it drops short and finds Ross Kenny. Heinrich. 10 minutes gone. Painter. This game is going to go right down to the wire. Delina. Russell Johnson bearing down on that player. Can't stop him, however. Runs it over to Spearley. He'll have to give it back to Delina. He does in the 1-2. Through the half-forward line. The kick is a shot. I think he kicked the ground. It wasn't meant for John Harvey, obviously, and he took the easy mark at centre-half back.
Playing quite well, John Harvey. That's his 10th kick. Brings it out to grandstand side. Wilmot way up, way down from full forward. Curtis in trouble. Gives it back to Jeffrey Phelps. Phelps towards Darren Smith. Off hands it comes, and it's tapped over the line there by Frost. So we'll see a throw in, just the attack side of centre wing for Port Adelaide. 7 points in it, Port trailing. Sturt had a lapse in that third quarter when Port Adelaide got right on top with a brilliant 7-quarter burst. Anderson to Rowan Smith. Smith goes very long up to centre-half forward, a punch away there from Lawson. The Sturt players are reading the ball off packs and on the ground a lot better than Port Adelaide now. Moschini goes through centre. Here's a chance for Sturt through Carl Delina. Craig waiting for it. Delina goes long. Back goes Reynolds. Oh, he should have marked it, but didn't. It fell into his waiting hands, but he didn't mark it. Came off hands for a point. Port 12-10, 13-12 to Sturt.
Joffa Martin about to come back into the action. I don't know who Sturt are going to interchange at this point. Harvey's kicking is well put to Anderson. Fine lead, fine pass. Anderson in the back pocket. His 20th kick for the afternoon. Another great game. Oh, it's dropping short. Russell Johnson fortuitously. Rowan Smith got a bad bounce. Hogarth under pressure. Trying to get it out to Craig. But the players bottle the ball up and the umpire will come into bounce. Russell Johnson showing a little bit of frustration then when he had the opportunity to get it clear and got that bad bounce. But the handball was short of him. Wasn't easy. Johnson will go back to Rowan Smith and or Anderson. Anderson it was. Now he'll go back to Rowan Smith on the half-back line. Forced to kick with the left leg. Did it beautifully to Darren Smith. He's out at centre wing. Ginniver's running for him. Out comes Lawson. He's going towards that player. Lawson is put under the hammer, however, and the ball thumped away from him by Peter Heinrich, and it goes out of play on the half-forward left flank. Port Adelaide in attack.
Smith off for Sturt. Martin on. Frost and Darren Smith there at left half-forward flank. Comes out now towards Russell Boyd. A quick kick away. Kavanagh behind. He got the sit on it but couldn't mark the ball. Lawson had it taken away from him, and once again Kavanagh comes clear. That was well done. Sturt clear now through Underwood. Frank Spiel couldn't mark the ball. In fact, it was Viney who kicked it forward. Underwood now to Klomp. Klomp showing a bit of pace. Brilliant kick on the way. Wilmot's under the ball, and it's a good mark. Oh. Robert Klomp showed some legs then. 9 big marks to Wilmot. And Sturt are rising to the occasion. 10th kick, Wilmot. Tell you what, if he can boot a goal from here, he's a genius. It's a long kick, right into the square. Big pack of players there. It rolled through. It comes off hands. Martin! Oh, he's kicked it. Martin's booted a goal. What a great step. His first. 12-10 Port Adelaide. Sturt 14-12.
Well, Coach Kane made the move. He can afford to be satisfied at the moment, but Martin is brilliant out of that forward pocket. His ability to pick up the crumbs and get it onto his boot quickly. That's one of his greatest fortes, and he did it then, and it's a handy goal. There's 14 points to difference. Both teams getting tired after this very pacey game, and Port Adelaide will have to work hard to get back into it.
Frank Spiel in front of a crowd of 19,818 people here at the park. Offhands it comes to Lawson. Can't get it out, and there'll be another bounce. Well, the people of Adelaide certainly love their footy, and coming along to these games in big numbers this year. Kicking off the ground again, Painter. Russell Boyd hooks a high ball around. Port Adelaide is going to have to do something. Now it's O'Brien with the run of it. Can't pick it up. O'Brien looked around as I think he thought that he heard a whistle, but obviously not. Painter. Curtis in front, fell over, the tackle's applied. He's in a bit of trouble, but the umpire will bounce it. Right half forward flank for Sturt. Still though a long way around from its goal. 96 to 82, 14 points. Port Adelaide will need to do plenty to get out of this one. Big smash around by Frank Spiel, very close to the line. Derrington doubles back, quick kick away. Martin Leslie comes around, waits for the ball to drop. Wilmot, quick handball. Martin, Whittlesey. Players tired in there, and the umpire will have to bounce.
Are they ever, Peter? You couldn't expect them to keep up this pace all the way through the game. The first quarter was as quick as any I've seen this season. Almost 16 minutes gone, final quarter. Clonk can't raise a gallop. Laube can gets it back towards Anderson. Well tackled by Painter, lost the football. Clonk whips out a long handball, half forward line. Not a good one there from Underwood. Curtis lost it as well. Players groping for the ball. Johnson. Now Port Adelaide a chance. Lawson, Anderson, he's clear. Can go for a run. Off goes Evans. Puts it out towards that player. Right with him is Reid. Quickly in ball A's. He can't get it. Kavanagh. Out wide, Peter Heinrich. And Sturt have got a reprieve. Heinrich can't find a running player at the moment, so he's going long to centre wing. Harvey against Underwood. Harvey almost. Going through strongly and doing it well. Viney. Out comes Big Wilmot. Klomp getting back on the ball. Fine mark, Klomp. Klomp about 35 metres out. He's going in short. Beautifully put. Wilmot 25 metres out. And if Sturt can nudge this one, Russell Ebert has got huge problems. 14-12 to 12-10. That's a 14-point advantage. Wilmot already with 6 goals. That's home. Umpire doesn't move. 7 goals, Wilmot. Sturt go on their merry way. 15-12 to 12-10 could be game, set and match.
Oh, and there's no doubt that Todd Viney has certainly given Sturt something with some powerful breakthroughs along centre wing and half forward. He got it to Klomp. Viney's had 6 kicks. Klomp took a strong mark. Very quick to seize on the opportunity. Gave it to Wilmot, who didn't let Sturt down with his 7th goal.
Can the Magpies come back? Johnson in ruck against Spiel. It was a good move of Kane's getting Spiel into ruck when they started to flag. Dialena has played well. Back to him from Klomp in the double play. He lost the run of it. He's got it back again. If he can get clear, they've got a chance. Painter, 30 metres out, steady, puts it on its way. The umpire said he's knocked it through. Kick number 24, Painter. Goal number 2. And Sturt have got their 16th goal on the board. Brilliantly done.
Well, it certainly was, and John Painter has really done some extraordinary things out there today. When you consider the goal that he kicked in the second quarter was almost a miracle the way he did that. He's kicked a lot of balls off the ground today, but I tell you what, most of them have been to good effect. And that was a very, very well-controlled kick. It was a bit of a chip. He's a tired player, but he's a very good player. 2 goals to Painter. Sturt by plenty at the moment, 108 points to 82.
Hogarth and Ginniver having a little tete-a-tete at the centre bounce. Both want to get hard up against the circle. Back knock there by Spiel. Taken away by Harrison. Kicked off the ground, but finds Viney. He's got a chance to have a look. It's a high kick to the half-forward line. Harvey comes across with him there as Underwood. Thumped away from that player. Whittlesey now having a run on the ball. Chases it to the line. A throw in half-forward right flank. People starting to leave the grandstand now. Maybe the Magpie supporters. I think the Sturt supporters will see it to the bitter end, especially when they've got a 26-point advantage. Russell Johnson gets it back to Hogarth on the left leg. Out comes Wilmot again. Ducked away cleverly by Leslie, who's gone back onto him. Derrington, open goal there if he can get past Harrison. Left foot, and he's pushed. I think he's got it. Well, that's it. That's the ball game. 11th kick, second goal. Sturt are going to win it now. 17-12 to the Magpies, 12-10.
Well, they're just working harder in this last quarter, Sturt. They really are. Every player has lifted. When the ball came free there after some good work in the pack by Wilmot, it came free. Derrington seized on the opportunity, was well shepherded as he got around onto his left boot, slammed it through for his second, and Sturt in front by 5-2.
You'd think there was a gale going to that southern end. Port kicked 7 into that quarter in the third quarter, and now Sturt have already got 6 in it. Umpire Hilton in the road, told to get out of it when Anderson had the run. Moss Kenny, well done to Painter. Knocked up getting kicks as he drives up towards Derrington. Sturt now running on brilliantly. Their tired legs are forgotten, and Derrington has got a chance from the edge of the square. That's the big centre square, looking for a lead for Wilmot. Off he goes to the pocket. Out goes the ball that way, but quickly in now is Underwood, and he's got it 35 metres out. Wilmot had got clear. He could have taken it if Underwood didn't, but the Sturt half-forward player, who was interchanged during the final quarter, has got a chance for his first goal. It's his third kick. Andrew Underwood. Correction, his second goal. He's already booted one this quarter. 45-degree angle. On its way. It's just gone through. Fine goal, Underwood. A brilliant final quarter by the Blues. 18-12 to 12-10.
Well, they've booted 7 goals already, and we're only just past 20 minutes, approaching 21, so a marvellous quarter of football by the Blues, but they really have deserved it because they've worked so much harder, and one might congratulate Mervyn Kane for bringing Big Frank Spill back into the ruck, because he really has worked hard and set up a good victory for the Blues.
Talking of the man, he's at the centre bounce now. He gets favoured by the bounce. In actual fact, it was Anderson who back knocked it, likewise Lawson. Ginnivan goes through. Lawson out wide. Rowan Smith open goal. Ought to be a goal. Here's a goal. Port Adelaide still fighting, but they've got an uphill struggle now. 13-10 to 18-12. Second goal to Rowan Smith.
Well, Anderson slammed it forward. Lawson got the ball at centre half forward. He saw Rowan Smith, and why not give it to that man, because he is a brilliant player. 52nd goal, but a belated one to Port Adelaide, or should we be saying that? Probably about 8 minutes to go, and 5 goals in it. One never knows in this game. A quick spurt by Port Adelaide, and they could be back in business.
Yes, Peter, you're never dead until you lie down, and Port Adelaide won't, that's for sure. At the centre bounce. Johnson against Spiel. Johnson's tap not effective. Rowan Smith tried to get it out. Craig likewise, he dropped the football. In there is Anderson looking for it. Joffa Martin got it out to the half-forward line. Phelps makes a metre to get there under pressure now. Lost the footy. Craig again. Taken out wide by Hogarth. Half-forward line. Here's a chance. Underwood again. Puts it on its way. Almost Reynolds. Here's a chance. Klomp. Klomp in the forward pocket. 2 players to beat Hooks for goal, but the umpire said he's gone right across the face of goal. And in fact, the ball has gone out in the right forward pocket.
Well, he's a pretty happy man, Robert Klomp, because he's played well. He's done the job again at centre half forward. Not brilliant, but he certainly competes and he holds the ball in the air. He's had 8 kicks, but a couple of them have been very, very important. Through went John Harvey. Underwood again, picks up, slams at goal. Oh, the umpire said a point. The Sturt players didn't agree with that. They thought it was a goal. But a point, in fact. So Sturt are 18-13 now. Port Adelaide are 13-10.
Yes, Peter, I think they would have cared a lot more had it not been a 33-point advantage to them. On the half-back line, it's Phelps. Kicks long towards Frost, in actual fact. Michael O'Brien shows a leg. Have a look at him go through the half-forward line. Ginnivan will get it next. 30 metres out. Back to O'Brien in the 1-2. Another double play on Ginnivan. Gino working hard for the ball. Tyler shoots for goal, and he's got it. Oh, the Magpie's still in there. Tyler's first. Brilliantly done, O'Brien. Do you think he belted down the outer side? 14-10 to 18-13.
Well, the Magpies not out of it yet, because when you can run down the field like that, it means you've got something left. O'Brien with scintillating pace. Ginnivan gave it back to him. I don't know that that was that necessary, but when Tyler got it, he set it up with his first goal. So Port Adelaide still in it with a slight chance.
24 minutes gone. Russell Johnson in there, leading his side well. Lowby, Airy, Johnson, Rowan Smith, Port Adelaide into attack again. Rowan Smith still got some run. Out comes Evans. With him, Reid. Evans beautifully done. He's got it. Edged out first, Reid. He was looking for the free kick as he got edged out. The umpire not sympathetic. And Tim Evans is only 25 metres out, head on to goal. Has booted 5. Gee, another one here would make it interesting. 10th kick. Maybe the crowd will start to come back in again if he boots this. To the lake end, on its way. That's home for all money. Port Adelaide fighting back brilliantly when all seasons lost. 15-10 to 18-13 with Evans' 6th goal.
Well, stranger things have happened. I remember a game, an Escort Cup game between Glenelg and Sturt when the bays came from the grave. But on that occasion, Rowan Smith, as he so often does, tears away from the centre. He saw Evans on a lead. Evans used the body brilliantly and took a mark, booted his 6th goal. And Port Adelaide now only down by 21 points.
Yes, Peter, there's been 10 goals in this quarter. Or correction, yes, 10 goals, so there's still plenty of time on. Although we're into time on, I would think there's possibly 4 or 5 minutes left to play. Spiel in towards centre field. Lawson again, intercepted well by Martin. The Blues go into attack. Reynolds charges to meet the ball. Oh, beautiful mark in defence there by Curtis. Curtis at centre half back. Out wide is Philp, but he's going out right out to Anderson. Out there with him is Painter, but Anderson has got the mark. Now, can Port Adelaide muster another attack? Or in the midfield is Harvey. That's the way the ball will go. Harvey thought about Lawson, kicks him into attack. Up towards full forward. Out comes Evans. Ball at the back of the pack. Whittlesey gets it across to Heinrich. Heinrich has not much to kick to. He goes for the safety of the line and puts it out on the full. Oh, gee, he didn't have anything to kick to, really. Viney was well tended by Russell Boyd, and Lawson was behind that player. He's going in short. Port Adelaide still in there firing. Tyler, 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. A towering kick on, that's going to be home, I think. Right on the last line, Whittlesey over the top and touched it just before it went through. A brilliant, desperate save.
Oh, was it ever. A great kick by Tyler, but Port Adelaide, well, you'd have to say it'd be a miracle for them to get out of it, but the game's not finished yet. 26 and a half minutes gone as Reid comes to grandstand side. Boyd over the top. Couldn't take the mark. Underwood shoots a long one out. Now Lawson. Here's a chance now. Harrison, oh, he had it, then he let it go. Martin came through. Underwood fighting for the ball. Also Harrison again. Martin comes away with it though. He's a player with a lot of pace. Wilmot put his hand up. He wants the ball and he gets it. Great lead, Wilmot. And superbly put by Martin. Well, Martin's going to run into an open space if Wilmot can see him. No. I think he saw him, but he's decided to go for safety. This could be the nail in the coffin for Port Adelaide, because any score from Wilmot is going to make it hard. Clomp up, but he can't take the mark. Offhand's a point. Sturt 18-14, Port Adelaide 15-11.
Seconds running out for Port Adelaide, but gee, what a brilliant comeback when they looked like they were going to get run over the top. Not all over yet. Anderson, fine mark, still working in there hard. O'Brien wants it at centre wing. He's going in short, however, towards the half-forward line. Smith at the back there. The umpire has seen a free kick, and it's going to Port Adelaide on the half-forward line. Out there it looks to be Borlase. Borlase at centre wing. To put Port Adelaide into attack. He's going short to Darren Smith. They haven't got a lot of time. They want to move it on in a hurry. Borlase is going to get run down. They've lost it. Oh no, it comes out nicely to Anderson. He in turn ducks the tackle. Drives in towards the half-forward on Orr. Smith drops the sitter. Reid is going to have to save the day for him. Smothered beautifully, Rowan Smith. He's still got a chance in there working for the ball. Sturt content to bottle it up and let time run out. 18-14, 15-11, 28 minutes gone plus.
Well, it's got a bit willing in there, and the free kick is going Sturt's way. They come away with it now. Viney's on half-back flank, and he's given them something in the last quarter. He tries to give Klomp the chance. Klomp on his own, and he takes the mark after about 3 grabs. Jeffrey Phelps has lost a boot. The running player, John Painter, he saw the hand of Wilmot go up. He put it in that player's direction. He couldn't take the mark. Harvey handballs into the open space. Jennifer for Port Adelaide. Scoops it out to Lawson. Lawson in a lot of trouble. Whittlesey Hogarth, Reynolds on his own, and Martin Leslie in front will be paid that mark. Wilmot appears to be hurt. But Sturt are going to win the game. Phelps without the boot to Boyd. Boyd cleverly puts it back to Curtis. He got a bad bounce though. Gets around the player now. Player's very tired. Ginniver. Lawson gets rid of Hogarth. Ginniver puts it short to Tyler. He's at 10.5 forward. Should play it on quickly. Floats one out towards Tim Evans. Through goes O'Brien onto that right boot. Hooks it around, but he's just offline. Luck not with Port Adelaide. The Magpies 15-12. The Blues 8-14.
Over 30 minutes gone. Must be very close to siren, and the Magpies need 4 goals to win it. But gee, what a tremendous comeback. A typical Magpie comeback, but it wasn't a typical Magpie buckle when they lost all those goals in the first 20 minutes of the final quarter. Coming away, Delena played very well. Kavanagh almost lost the footy. Tyler, Lawson, Harrison, Ginniver. Anderson under pressure, got the handball away. Russell Johnson out wide. Here's a chance. Harrison, if the ball will sit for him, it won't. He's got it on his lonesome, 45 metres out, puts in a high one. Evans doing battle with Reid. Quite happy to see it go through off the fingers. And Sturt breathe a sigh of relief. Port Adelaide 15-13 to the Blues 18-14.
Well, the crowd of nearly 20,000 people have loved every minute of this. Up high over the pack. Lawson, but no mark. Viney was the clever player who stayed down. He's going to put it across to Martin. Viney will get it back. He'll have to get rid of it quickly. Oof. He was put down solidly on that occasion. The siren's gone. Sturt have won the big one here. The Queen's birthday clash at Football Park. Sturt 18-14 to Port Adelaide 15-13.
Murray, you just want the 2 interviews from the coaches?
See you shortly. Yeah. Okay. See you, Danny. See you.